Hi, divas. Welcome back to another video. Stuff on. No, I don't. Okay. All right. Hi, poor swing. Poe just went potty, so it is very stinky in here. So we're not holding on to anything. Honey, stinky boy. I'm not picking him up because he was just in the box. He's upset. Hello. Welcome. How have you guys been? You guys did not like that Boogie follow up and Billy Giggle Fest as much as I thought you would, and that's okay. But we're going to talk about some other developments as of this morning. You might have seen I have posted a community tab post. Um, my Melky Chai React got struck for, what was it? Bullying and harassment? Harassment and cyberbullying, excuse me. Now, I don't know what happened because I always get confused with like community guidelines like warning, community guidelines strike, terms of service violation, this, that, the other. So I don't know if this was like the AI caught the transcript and said, naughty, or this was like a diva who shall remain nameless was up in my business and said, ah! So when I got home from work today, I like watched the timestamp because initially I didn't even think there was a timestamp because there usually never is because strikes are always BS anyways. So I was like, whatever. I've already deleted the video and like taken the cyberbullying training, which oddly enough, the cyberbullying training, it was like a very odd mixture of like 8 questions where it was like all things that like I low-key would have deemed like, yep, that's not okay. And it was like, no, this is fine. And I was like, okay, so what are you telling me here, you guys? So I did that to like, so the strike will be removed in April, which means I really got to keep it on the straight and narrow. No more until April. But I also am like not trying to mess around and find out with this channel, considering I just did all of that 90 days demonetized mess, you know what I mean? And so I don't want to like have got it back for approximately like less than 3 weeks and then lose it. Like that would be like really sad and soul crushing. And the channel's like doing well for itself, like given its like track record right now, which I'm like really happy about and really proud of. And like now I'm like really trying to just like pick up where I left off and like keep investing in it. So I don't want to like mess around with the powers that be, and I don't want any divas up in my striking anything. However, I do feel as though I was Googling this today, and evidently it like doesn't really matter if you like put a disclaimer on your videos or anything like that. But I am gonna put one on here in words from me where I would like it to be obvious that, and like that anything that I say in my videos is purely commentary, rooted in comedy, not intended for anything serious, and holding no validity or like actual weight outside the realm of my actual video, if that makes sense to you guys. Because like one, you guys know I just want to come on here and have a silly goofy time. Sometimes that's me yelling and giggling and swearing. So please don't leave any negative or disparaging comments on anyone else's platforms. And that is like the best I can do, honestly. Roxy was in my comments, I think yesterday, and she said that they're trying to get rid of Sweet Tea so they can have a host from Girl World. Let me know if you want me to let your mans know. And I said, "Oh God, I don't," because the joke was like, "Would he want me to work with him?" Like that's like the bigger joke there being, um. And then she said that she told him. Now I will be transparent with you guys. Keemstar has not DM'd me. He has not spoke to me. I have not spoke to him past the day that we thought Chantal and Amber were going to be on bus together, and then Chantal was not. And I had DM'd him and I said, okay, so how long until we have a new LCU show called like Lolcow Gorls or something? And he never read it. And I went back in and unsent it today. Some people think that it was Keem who my video, and other people think that it was our girlies or our girlies Miss Madam. So I don't know. I don't know. But I'm not trying to play games like that with my channel, but I do want to keep doing what I'm doing. So I'm trying to protect that. Now additionally, I have also fielded feedback that it feels like I'm towing the line when it comes to hitting on the male hosts of the LCU. And this is a touchy subject. This is a hard conversation for me to even like dive into because it's like a little bit more serious than I would ever want to be on my channel, because it's one of those things where it's like I'm functioning off the notion of like straight men aren't shit, and using that as justification to like be gross about them. But that still doesn't make it right. And I'm cognizant of that. I will tell you guys right here, right now. And so it's just like, it's like the argument in the conversation as a whole is frustrating to me for several reasons. And one, it's very much like I will sit here and be like, it's not that big of a deal. And like, I will eventually, after like 5 minutes of that, realize that I sound like how straight men sound when they're talking about women. Yep. And so it's very like two wrongs don't make a right. But it's also like, I think that there is like an added layer of the fact that like this is just the internet. Like it's really not that deep. And like anything that if anything that I'm saying that can still remain up on the platform to me says that it's like, but that's like also not really a valid, like not that it's not valid. That's just like not a strong argument. And it's also, there's like an oppositional defiance where I'm just like, don't tell me what to do. So I'm just going to be like gross and disgusting and naughty. No! You were just in the box. You have to get down. So I hear you. I am gonna try and limit it, which I don't like. It bothers me to no end. And I went back and forth about this with myself all day, where I was like, this doesn't feel cool. This feels like censoring myself. And like, this feels like I can't be authentic then on my channel, but also sparks the like, oh, your authentic self is disgusting. And like, here to tell you, men aren't shit. Not that that makes it okay, but the thing is that when it comes down to it, I am more than capable of just being like, I think they're really cute. So moving forward, I will try to keep my like feelings of attraction a little bit more rooted in like the like, oh my god, they're so cute. Because that is like a little bit more acceptable than like anything else that could be said by me. So anyways, evidently Sweet Tea got fired. Yeah, sorry if you're sorry for the first 10 minutes of this being what it was. was just trying to cover everything and like have an honest dialogue about things. So feel free to sound off in the comments if you like think I'm disgusting. I probably, yeah. But I am trying to figure out what is going on with Sweet Tea in this bus. Also, okay, here's the deal. I'm in a rock and a hard place with my audience because some of us want me to keep it up, Diva, and some of us are like, this is not fun anymore. And I am also, here's me, because I'm looking at like my analytics being like all where it's like higher than normal, higher than normal, higher than normal. And I'm every time I'm like, hello? And so there's going to be a moment here where like, it's like a message that's not going to be fun to deliver to anyone, right? You know, where politely I'm going to say like, you know, I'm sorry that like this might not be the tea, but like this is just like something I do in my spare time. But like if me doing a specific thing is like going to make this like function as a side hustle better than one thing, like I'm probably going to do it. And not for not, I don't mind watching the LCU. I like appreciate it as an entity of like something that was like built out of nothing. Now granted, I don't like people running around being like racist, using the R slur, being like misogynistic and like homophobic. Don't love that. But like as someone who worked in customer service, like, so actually no, let me back up. As someone who worked in customer service and just like a fucking passable white male, and if you get in my comments right now and say that I can't pass as straight, I will delete you. So much of this just like doesn't affect me because I'm so used to like having things like that in front of me on like a daily basis and having to be like, okay, cool, so you're just trying to do this today? Okay, well your total's gonna be blank. Did you want to do card or cash? Do you want me to bag this up for you? Did you need me to print you an extra receipt? Like, what were you looking for again? I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. Like, and that's like where, because you might not agree with that, but that's where pretty much like anything that's said in the LCU like registers to me, is I just feel like I'm one at work, which I know I've discussed that like me doing this feels like work. Like I just feel like I'm clocking in at work here. Like this isn't like I'm just like doing this la la la. Like no, in my head the way that I function about this is I'm like, I'm gonna clock in, I'm gonna sit, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna get done, I'm gonna upload it, I'm gonna clock out for the day, we're done here. Bury that. So like that's the tea. But as such, since I'm in like work mode, now granted, I want you to know that like I don't say the things that I say in these videos at work in front of all God's creation. I'm very professional. But like when they be acting crazy, it just registers as like, yep, just another transaction I'm trying to get to the end of and keep going about my day. Like it's very that, you know? So like as an entity watching the LCU, like really doesn't bother me that much. I'm just like, because I'm so used to just like people being just like 2 feet in front of me in real life, being like weird and gross like that, and me having to be like, uh-huh. Anyways. Also, shout out to the diva that explained to me how to like make my little whatever resize this my little viewer thingy. Now allegedly there is some shirtlessness up in this video, and obviously I'm not going to show that, but I do want to know what goes on because I like wasn't going to react to Salty Crab's video, and Apathetic Fax's video was like 21 minutes, and I was like, you can't tell me there wasn't at least something. You already know.
Where's Sweet Tea?
I have no idea.
She'll be here tonight, guys. I promise. She'll be here tonight.
Wait, I also just realized that I'm supposed to have my headphones. All right, we're here. We're queer. Now we're ready to hold on to our vaginas.
We talked on the meeting 30 minutes ago. She'll be fine. Dude, this sucks. It really does suck. Zoom out the camera. Okay. Fuck off.
I'm depressed.
I know. Like, this... Look, I guess here's what I'll say while we wait for her to get in here. And I can just kind of give a little bit of background on what happened. Keem's, I've had this discussion with Keem like twice now, you know, and he wasn't sure if Sweet Tea would be the right fit for this show or not. And I wanted to make it work. I know Amberlynn really wanted to make it work as well. But, you know, he just didn't feel like the dynamic was right. You know, here's the thing about Sweet Tea. You know, a lot of you have not seen her before now, like with a lot of new people in this audience. Dude, she is amazing. She is so fucking funny, and she hasn't really been in a position where she can really shine on this show. And that's a failing on my part. I take that to heart. I really, like, dude, I feel really bad. I'm going to miss her. You know, if there was anybody out of the three of us that was going to go from this show, she would not have been my guest. But, you know, that's the world we live in.
Yeah, I actually might cry.
Yeah. Oh, there she is. There she is.
I'm emotional. Oh my god, why?
Dude, it's fucking, it's horrible. It's rough because, you know, like, I feel like you've gone through a lot.
Look how good I fit right in here.
And, you know, you two got pretty close. Like, all three of us were close, but you two really got close. How are you doing tonight, Sweet Tea?
My internet was fucking up, but I hope it stays working.
Yeah, dude, this weather's been something. Fucking Lammy lost her stream, and yeah, I'm very fortunate. I have not lost any internet. I'm just freezing to death because my heat went out last night.
Do you have, like, a plug-in heater or anything?
Dude, my heat went out this morning. Okay, full tea, I woke up at literally like 2:45 and Poe was like, hello? And I was like, no, Diva, not breakfast time. And then he got up on the bed and he like laid next to me, like up against like my shoulder. And I was like, he never in my life with him has ever done that unless it's for like less than 30 seconds, and it's because he's trying to get me to get out of bed and go give him food. And then he proceeded to lay with me until literally like 6:30 when my alarm went off. And I got up, fed him, showered, got out of the shower, noticed it was unbearably cold. And I was like, whatever, I just got out of the shower. And then I looked and I was like, why does it say it's like 51 degrees? It was like in the 50s, because I have a digital thermometer. You guys have seen it in my videos, like over by where my radiator is, just so I can know if it's on or not. Because if it's on, it'll say it's 90 degrees because it's 90 degrees like next to it, and then I'll know like the radiator is hot right now, A, and B, Poe is like gonna be near it. And I was like, well, maybe it just got like really cold, I don't know, blah blah blah. I don't control my heat. It's like everyone in the building's heat is controlled by like random unnamed sensors throughout the building, whatever. And then Poe was being really weird when I went to leave, which like I made me late. It was a whole thing. And then I got all the texts while I was at work that they were like, the heat's not working.
Oh, I didn't think I needed one. I was nice and toasty last night, and today, dude, I am not toasty. I am bundled up. I have 2 pairs of pants on, 2 shirts, a sweatshirt, and like 3 blankets. So,
You're gonna freeze your ass off.
So, I mean, I guess let's just get right into this because obviously it's the
she is crying
big thing today, and you know, I guess I just want to get your thoughts on it, Sweet Tea. Like, you know, how are you feeling about this whole situation?
Wait, I just realized I did not really. Okay, hold on. Nope, we have to go back because I didn't. Not to edge you guys, but so Roxy had said that she told Keem that I exist, right? Right? Okay, cool. I have not been spoken to by Keem. I don't think he has really looked me up like that. There was speculation that he might have been, whatever. I will tell you guys right here that, like, I don't think I would do it because I have, like, a 9-to-5. Like, it would be, like, way too difficult for me, basically, to run around and do those kind of things. And I think additionally, I am also a passive enough human, like in general, that like excuse me, I wouldn't be that great of a fit. Because you know how when I would react to like her old stuff back when I put it on my TV, and you guys would hit the comments and be like, stop taking, when she says that, she's lying. You have to remember that. Remember when she did it this time when she did it? Because I'm so predisposed to just being like, okay. Which is why why I like, because that's the thing is I know all of like the talking points and the pain points and I know how to press her, but like she's going to give me an answer, whatever the answer may be, and I'm going to be like predisposed to just being like, yeah, okay, next, like, and I like can't stay on track anyways, and this show is like built to go off the rails, whether it's by a text to speech or whatever. Now I will say what I think would make me good is the fact that I'm like just snotty enough that I would wait and wait until there was like a moment for like a really like snotty one-liner and I would get her with it. That's where I would be fun, right? I've already identified this for myself. Like, because those moments in here where I'd be like just letting something just like a good old zinger, those are the ones that, like, that's like the only thing I could really bring to the table. But like I would struggle to like come sprinting home from work to like do it. And so I just don't think it would be feasible. And I don't really think that like I need to have that much attention like that. I like, that's a lot. That's kind of a lot. And I feel like that's like more, I mean, witness, like I have like close conversations with a lot of you, like via the comments, etc., and like literally have received maybe like 4 comments of feedback, and like this video is 20 minutes long already. Like I think I might be like a little bit too, I don't want to say fragile because I don't think that's the word, but I think I'm probably too sensitive to like, I think my channel should grow at the rate that it is currently growing. I would, honestly, I'm not even going to lie to you guys though. I would happily probably go up there and just like argue with her about nothing and just say like snotty shit just to like piss her off, like just for like some entertainment value. I'm not even going to mince words. I would probably do that and like have no issue. So, but like a full-time gig, I've already got a full-time situation, and I don't really think that I would want to be like in direct communication with girly like that, you know what I mean? I think it would not feel great. I don't like that. I like the context as it is right now. I mean, I would love to talk to all those LCU men, but we already knew that. Anyways, back to it.
I don't know if this would happen to anyone but me. That, especially since I've been on live, I've been on Buzz, 2 of the biggest shows in the universe. To get put on Alpha is a pretty drastic change. Come down nowhere.
No, and that's the thing. Like, I feel like, you know, I mentioned
they put her on Alpha? Girly.
before you got into, like, we've talked a little bit with Keem where he's like, well, I just don't know if the dynamic's right. But like, to be honest, like when he called me yesterday, that shit caught me out of the blue. Like, you know, I honestly, I feel like we were really starting to get on track. We were starting to figure out the dynamic between the 3 of us. I felt like we had some pretty good episodes, you know, and fuck, dude, like he just ripped off the Band-Aid. He did.
Yeah, I've been upset about it. I've been real depressed. I don't know. It's just a huge fucking blow.
Yeah, I mean, you've been
I want to know when they like announced it.
here, literally, you know, you're the only, like, you know, this channel used to be like Tech Talk before, and you're like the last standing person on Bus, you know, like, dude, it's damn.
Yeah.
You know, look, here's what I'll say, and people have said what they think happened and all this stuff.
Also, reason number like 8 that I probably would not be a good fit, because like I'd probably get like, hey, we're gonna put you over on this one, and I'd be like, whoa, I like can't do that. Like,
Me and Amberlynn could not be more upset about this. You know, I don't know who could even fill your spot on this show. Like that's what kind of gets me. It's like it came out of the blue, right? Like,
That's
you know,
also what I'm a little frustrated about, is because if they had somebody special in mind, especially like, you know, like a big YouTuber or somebody that's already like interning that they thought could do it, that'd be one thing, but they don't have anybody. Like they're wanting to do tryouts.
yeah.
It doesn't make much sense.
Yeah. I don't even know what to say. I'm just sad about it.
I thought I was
not the hand fanning. Wait, also, I like, hold on. I like feel some kind of way. Dude, wait, could I have 2 video captures of myself? Could I just put 2 of my face just to fill this? Just have one here, Like one here
dye my hair pink. I don't
and
know if
one
I
here.
should because I fucking put the bleach in and the dye and in the thing I was supposed to only put the bleach in. But I could try it if y'all wanted.
I'll be honest. I
But I
feel
wanna
like,
dye-
well, yeah, because you mentioned like how rough dyeing your hair was last time. I feel really bad asking you to do that. Like when we're not even gonna be on the show anymore, I feel really bad doing that. So I know I
I
personally
don't know if
understand.
it works.
Well, yeah, that as well, and I feel like the chat would understand as well.
Can I be bigger
You know,
over
because
here?
I mean, fuck, dude, tying your hair is crazy. I'm doing my hair
Oh,
on
look
Scooter
at
Wednesday.
me.
Scooter still has to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing it Wednesday. Don't worry.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna
Look how
do
big
it.
I
I mean,
am.
it said I could leave it up to an hour. I could try and see if it fucking dyes it.
Guys, if you want to say that, like, if you want to say I had something to do with it, that makes some sense. But, like, dude, you gotta understand, this isn't good for Amberlynn Reid at all, dude, because he mentioned who he, like, well, no, I'm just
Diva, her hair is tangled.
being honest. He mentioned on Rewind the kind of person he wants to come, and he wants somebody from outside the LCU that knows the lore. Like, dude, anybody that's saying Amberlynn has something to do with this, you don't get it. Like, he's not doing this to bring in somebody, her buddy.
Yeah, I literally even put in the rewind chat, I hope Roxy tries out. Like, I ain't scared of nobody. Milky, bring it. I don't give a fuck. I'm just sad because, first of all, I'm emotional as fuck. And Sweet Tea's been my favorite. So dumb. It's not my fault. That's all I'm going to say. Okay. And I'm going to miss her, but you guys go to Alpha and watch her. Phantom's great. He talks very slow, but he's still great.
I never
Okay.
thought I'd be at 4 a.m. again.
Yeah, so you'll be able to find Sweet Tea after tonight on Lolcow Alpha with Phantom. They're on at 4 a.m.
Yikes. Right, see, let me tell y'all how quick I would be like, I can't do that. Sorry.
Who knows if they stay there? I mean, Sweet Tea's gonna. I think you're gonna bring a whole new energy to that show. Welcome to Cash Cow Lolcow Sports.
Yeah.
We appreciate it.
Yeah, well,
Alpha's going to be 100%. Like, I love Phantom, yeah, but it's going to be so much better with Sweet Tea there.
Yeah.
And she's
I
going to
never thought
shine.
I'd be there. It feels like I'm going back to Tech Talk, like I'm from Dolls going to Tech Talk again.
There's still.
That's too much.
You show up late or not at all. You left live early all the time. You never type in chats or pop onto shows. You do the least work of anyone. It's not even fair to Phantom, who is a hard worker, to get stuck with you.
Oh,
Do better.
What?
That motherfucker wanted breadstick fires for me to get on.
Yeah, no, like, dude, Phantom couldn't be happier about this situation. I mean, I know he's probably disappointed that she won't be on Buzz, but, like, dude, he got his dream girl, he's got his dream team back together. He's more than happy about this whole thing. And I don't feel like that's fair to say, because Sweet Tea has been open about this even when she was on live. Like, she was upfront with Keem and Mike and everybody that she couldn't. Jesus Christ.
$19.99. I was shocked when Amber and Scooter came to me looking to remove Sweet Tea from the show. But 2 out of
That's
3
fucked.
votes.
Oh, drama alert. Chatted it. So that's Keemstar. Okay.
I'm gonna have to go with the majority.
What the fuck?
Swear to God, don't make me break NDA and post DMs, bitch.
Yeah.
No, I can tell you right now, if anybody wanted me off, it was more Scooter than Amber.
What a nightmare. Is this gonna be her new bit? I'll break NDA. Diva, don't you, like, get fined for that?
I did
Definitely
not.
not me. I like having
Look.
my bestie in the corner sticking up for me all the time. I need that glaze, okay?
I don't understand why that's not a good thing to have a good cop and bad cop. Why have to be
100%.
I don't like this one. I don't like
$2.
this.
We will miss you, Sweet Tea.
No, it's gonna fucking suck. And, like, I don't like people saying, and I have some stuff I want to talk about a little bit later in regards to this. I don't appreciate people saying that Sweet Tea wasn't doing her part or any of that. Like, dude, Sweet Tea went above and beyond. Like, that donkey shit, I'm sorry, that was funny as fuck.
Yep.
You know,
I really don't want to talk about paper crafts being the epitome of going above and beyond, okay? If that's your idea of exceeding expectations for a performance review, stop. Additionally, Sweet Tea already made it hard enough to, like, press Amber about anything, whether or not it was by just, like, playing dumb and, like, asking, like, a vague question or, like, I don't know.
oh, it's just the whole dynamic of the show has changed, and, like, I miss the old boss, I do, but we just haven't been able to get back there. We've tried, and it hasn't been a thing. And look, here's what I will say. Sweet Tea and I, we've had our issues, right? We've gone back and forth a little bit on Bus, but I genuinely love working with Sweet Tea. She's one of my favorite people here. I care about her on a personal level, not just that's my coworker. I care about her on a personal level, so I don't want to see that stuff. Look, here's what I'll say is, and you have every right to be upset, but I truly hope there's no bad blood between. I really hope that.
Oh God, it's hard.
Be open. No, I want to hear it because look, here's the deal. I do care about it, and I deserve some pushback here because I talked about a little bit in the intro. You not working on the show, that's just as much a failing on my part because I'm the showrunner and I couldn't put you in a position where you could properly shine and live up to whatever Keem wants for the show.
Everybody has their fucking bad days. I mean, if anybody realistically should get took off. I mean, you left, right? And then came back, no punishment or anything. I didn't do anything like that. I knew
She said, if we're gonna get down to it, Diva.
I was gonna go right after that happened, though. I knew they were gonna fucking cut me.
Wait, are you talking about last week?
Yeah, whenever you fucking didn't show up that day,
Okay.
I thought, I'm gone.
That's so loud.
At Zany Miller 8713 super chatted $19.99. Sweet
That doesn't make any sense, though. Why would that be the catalyst of...
tea. Me and my wife got into the Lolcow universe because of Amberlynn. We have watched her for years. Sweet tea, you are hilarious and we are sad to see you go. Scooter is cool too, I guess. Lol, we will miss you, sweet tea.
Here's what I will say. I want everybody, like I know not everybody can see Alpha on at 4 a.m, but please go show them some love. Like, for real, please go show them some love. They deserve all the love. Yeah, go ahead.
I know it wasn't just me or anything, but TikTok was dying when I got there.
Yeah.
Like, it was dying. It was a show that fucking Glammy Lammy wanted off of so bad. And Dolls was supposed to be, like, the future and like, do really good. And then it failed. And then TikTok did good. It turned into fucking bus. It just feels like I helped build something, and then I'm being torn away from it, put in the same spot I was before.
No,
I don't feel like anybody that has ever been on live would ever be put in this predicament but me.
well, no, and that's
Honestly, I'm so not here to watch Amber cry. She's crying more about this than she had. Girl, please.
People are saying I ruined Bus. Like, genuinely, I feel like it's my fault.
look. No. Listen.
Always pulling focus, that diva.
Oh, let's be real. Like, I should be the one who's leaving and put me on something else. Like, I don't get it. Like,
No.
I think Bus should think of Sweet Tea. Like, it sucks.
Well, I mean,
I know you don't have any control over it. I don't have any control over it either. You know, it's either fucking leave or just keep on riding this pony. I'm just gonna keep riding it out. Hopefully, I can do the same thing twice and fucking make Alpha into something better than it was. Like I did.
You're
with
going
myself.
to 100%. And I'm gonna finally be watching Alpha. No offense, Phantom. I haven't been watching, but I'm finally gonna be watching.
Yeah, that show's definitely a must watch now.
When I tell you I hate this so much.
45 super chatted $19.99. Sweet tea, you have a lot of nerve saying that. Scooter has carried this show on his back. All you do is kiss Ayla's butt. Would have been nice to get to know you, but you didn't do anything besides sweep. Good riddance.
Thank you, man.
I don't.
Not the thank you. This is okay. I'm not gonna lie. This is kind of boring.
Look,
Listen, I've been here way before Scooter was. I was talking about old Bus
yeah,
when they
look,
got turned from TikTok to what Bus was before.
yeah, like, dude, this has been. Sweet Tea was here whenever TikTok took off and it went to primetime venue. All that shit happened. It got rebranded. But she's the only last standing member. You know, I was on Bus for a little bit after it got rebranded, but I mean, this has always been Sweet Tea's show.
Girl.
At Kelly, the super chatted $19.99. Scooter admitted on cash he campaigned for weeks to get Sweet Tea off the bus. And congrats, Baldy Bean, mission accomplished. Sweet Tea's headed to Alpha. All
Did they really call her Girly Bean?
that effort just to change seating.
Not AMAC talking smack. She's a host of Lolcow Chubby.
Super chatted $19.99. Welcome back to the AM crew, Sweet Tea.
Yeah, we'll be buddies again.
Love you,
Neighbors.
Mac.
No,
That'd be fun, I guess.
if anything, it's been the
Lolcow Chubby is in the morning. I think it's like an 8 a.m. type deal. There's AMAC talking smack and some other girl I don't remember the name of.
opposite because, you know, like, whenever me and Sweet Tea were on Bus without like after Rastov was gone and all that, it was a
Rastov is so cute.
good show. But even then, I could never really get it to that magic.
That Sicilian from Brooklyn super chatted $20. Let me tell you something, Sweet Teas. The one that made us Scooter was not here. He came in it after a few guys. She's the one that was the one that did all the crazy pranks, gave all the stories. So Sweet Tea is Bus.
Absolutely. No, that's the thing. And like, I honestly, in a way, I kind of feel what Amberlynn's saying, you know, in a way I wish it wasn't us leaving, or I wish it was us leaving Bus, you know, that's just the way things work.
Why didn't she wear this for the Fiona cosplay?
You know, there's a technical side behind all this, and, you know, look, Keem's gonna make decisions, and we have to respect that, you know. I don't like it, but it is what it is, you know. It's fucking terrible.
Sadly, in the LCU, shows change a lot. Hosts change, shows titles change even. Like, I'm surprised it's still Lolcow Bus, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
But things change around here, even if we don't like it, and I don't know. I know Sweet Tea's gonna do amazing things, and I think that Alpha might just be like a little calm down, a little break for you, and then I see you doing bigger and better again.
Well,
I'm hoping I'm able to pull that out of my ass twice.
well, you know, that's what I was gonna say is, like,
You will.
dude, and anybody that didn't see this, because again, there's a lot of new people here. Sweet Tea was something special with Phantom. Like, that's where the lore.
fired Sweet Tea.
Bro, come on.
1230 super chatted $20. You know, if you had given Sweet Tea the ability to shine and not made Jabberlynn the entire focus of the show every single night, maybe she wouldn't
Did they call her Jabberlynn?
be going anywhere. Sweet Tea will be missed.
I don't know about
Wrong
that.
host is leaving.
No, look, again,
I'm sorry, I've been the main ficus of the show, but fuck.
well, I mean, that's not Amberlynn's fault. Look,
Ficus?
Because
if anybody has
It's a ficus named Fern. That is a Hannah Montana quote.
To playing with that, it's me, and I own that. I wish I was better at my job and we could keep this trio around. I truly do. And, to saying that the wrong host is leaving, there's a reason that I, offered for them to try somebody else, because I feel like the two of them are great together. They are. It's just, look, it didn't work out, and that's what I say about it. Trust me, I hate it.
Here is my conspiracy that I just concocted 40 seconds ago. If the rumors are true, and that I have a sneeze coming too, so this is really fun. If the rumors are true and they're trying to get someone from Girl World to come co-host Bus with Amber, and then have Scooter be, I don't know what, a referee. I truly can't picture any reaction channel like rolling up and like being nice enough that she would tolerate it. And Scooter is like a little bit crafty and underhandedly, like, Scooter knows, but he knows that he has to like be a certain way in order to like keep everything from like exploding, because the goal is to drag it out long enough that like all of the TTSs come in, right? And I just think that there is no Girl World host that would be capable or willing to be like, it'd be such a fine line of like where you'd have to be like up her ass and like press her and just drive her nuts without pushing her over the edge, because like that is going to be the sweet spot of like getting people to like send in donations that are like, bye, we hate you.
Feel super betrayed by you. I feel more betrayed by Yo Mama, because he came in during our Shrek episode and was like, "Oh, Sweet Tea isn't good here" and all that. Fuck, I got purple dye everywhere.
I'm not gonna lie, I feel like Keem does listen to Yo Mama's advice sometimes. This isn't the first time, I will say.
I asked him about it, and he said he had the same idea as him a week ago.
I don't know about it.
Well, I don't know if I should be saying it. I mean, this isn't nothing crazy.
Well,
but he said that he decided that I probably wasn't a good fit within the first week. So.
Yeah, and like I mentioned before.
Giving me a chance.
Well, like I mentioned before, like Keem and I have talked about in the past, and I've really pushed for this to stay because I feel like it could have worked. And like again, we were getting there, but he's got a vision for what he wants every show to be, not just this show, every show, and he's going to do whatever he feels that he needs to accomplish that vision. I learned a long time ago to stop questioning Keem's decisions, even if I don't agree with them. That's part of working here. He can see things we can't.
Here, he normally took like a backseat and let Rastoff do whatever he wanted for the show when it was Rastoff on the bus with me. But I guess with Amber's here, it's a little different.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like the show.
What a statement. Well, I guess
changed forever, basically, whenever she came. Or the LCU has changed forever. It was always going to be a different kind of show. And one sec.
You know what I really wish is that I could set my video capture to just do that thing like the old DVD logo and just bounce around. I want that. I want that. It would make me so happy. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Much love for that. Thank you for helping make this whole thing possible, Alex, and everybody that's contributed over time. Making Buzz the special show that it was. And I think it's still gonna be good going forward. It's gonna be different. It's definitely gonna be different without Sweet Tea here. So,
yeah, like I don't know the future of Buzz. I'm a little scared, but I'm ready. Bring it.
Dude, I just can't handle another fucking. No, you said I hope Roxy comes trout.
Okay, so we have to think about this in terms of a storyboard. So they want to have tryouts, right? Y'all remember iCarly started with tryouts. I remember I was there. So that means that we're gonna get what? X amount of time. Here's my speculation. The host has already been chosen. Not me. The host has already been chosen. We're just not there yet. We're gonna get at minimum a week of like randos from Girl World that are trying to roll up and be crazy and kooky. Like this is like the American Idol auditions, right? And then maybe another week of potentially like maybe Girl World reactors. I don't know. My eyes are a whole issue. And then it's going to be like, oh, we couldn't find anyone. So it's just going to be like, mark my words.
Dude, I'm going to need all kinds of drugs.
I don't want either one of y'all to feel bad or anything. This has nothing to do with y'all.
I do feel bad though, a lot, like very, very bad.
No,
Well,
you
and then
don't.
why'd you come to me and say get rid of her then?
Shut the fuck
Shut the
up.
fuck up.
I read those messages. If anybody was talking that way, it was Scooter a little bit more than Amber.
Ooh.
Dude, I'm gonna get the blade. It's fine. It's fine.
Well,
No,
I read your message.
No, I want to just tell your fans over here and you, even though we already talked privately, but honestly, it's just, on Bus, like you were the star of Bus, and with everything, Amber is like, I mean, she's so big, she's got her own fucking gravity, right? So she brought all these detractors and all these fucking people over here, right? She's got all these moons and galaxies circling her.
Scooter fired sweet tea.
At Espresso Goblin super chatted $19.99. So Keem and Momo want a show where people fight the entire time. Milk was annoying, will miss you tea, like blue heart emoji.
I think that's a fair criticism. I think, if you guys have criticism, it's fair and it's, in good faith. Sure, sling it. But Sweet Tea doesn't have room here. She doesn't have room here to be Sweet Tea. She just doesn't. I haven't seen it, and I watched the entire month, and I want Sweet Tea to be in a good spot. And
Oh, he watched the entire month. Oh, he was there the entire month, watching the entire month.
I want the third seat on this show to really have a voice. And you just haven't had one here, and I want to make sure you have a voice. So, you know how the LCU works. Like, you guys might all work together again 2 months from now. You have no idea how the fuck this is all going to turn out.
I'm kind of figuring that. I'm hoping.
It's not a punishment. I don't want anyone to think it's a fucking punishment. But I feel like the seat can be used better, and I feel like Sweet Tea can have a better experience on a different show. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm coming from.
I'm going from the top to one of the bottom shows, though. You realize that?
Yeah, but it's the bottom show because Phantom's there, and you're a superstar. So when you go over there, it's going to do what? Is it going to stay a low show? Then that just means that you never belonged in this spot to begin with. So
Stupid. Why can't you say that about anybody else?
Oh,
what do you mean?
Scooter fired sweet tea.
At Kelly the Instigator super chatted $19.99. Keem said he was flawed. Scooter didn't just complain. He ran a full campaign to get Sweet Tea moved from Bus to Alpha. Yard
I
signs, speeches, exit polls. Sweet Tea wasn't removed. She was relocated. Scooter has been partying.
I still
That's
love
an instigator
Scooter.
for real.
Yeah.
No matter how much shit he does to me, I always still fucking love Scooter because I do consider him a good friend, but it hurts sometimes.
Sweet Tea, can you better explain what you were saying before that dono came in? Because I was a little bit confused. Okay, well,
I don't remember.
Look,
all I know is if you go over to Alpha, Alpha's
okay. You guys, we're going to pause. I'm going to see if, because this really is boring, the house down boots.
and let's get some members too. So I want the Grays to be able to say goodbye. So let's try to get some members.
Yeah, me too. That's what I was going to ask for.
Now there is one thing
Sorry, I didn't mean for us to come back that quickly.
that a lot of people have wanted to see since
And I have
Amberlynn joined the show.
cucumbers.
They really wanted to see
with
Sweet Tyler
tahini.
take Amberlynn Reid out on a date, which is I don't you guys are crazy for that, but people have requested it, and I figure maybe we could do that. Maybe we can get a little.
I wish I wasn't wearing a dress for this, but
It's okay. Sweet Tyler can be a crossdresser. It's all good.
yeah. Ooh. Okay. When do we want to start this date?
Right now.
Right now.
I'm ready.
JB, thank you for the one.
Hey there, Miss Lynn. How's it been hanging?
It's been hanging pretty good. How's it been hanging for you?
Well, I dressed up like the kind of gender you're attracted to the most. Get more of a chance to get you in bed, baby.
Oh,
I'm
you could be
dressed up
wearing
nice.
anything.
I might have a dick between my legs, but I've got this dress on. I'm about to have pink hair. Right up your alley, honey. Right up your alley. I'm going to sweep you off your feet.
Oh my gosh. Well, that dress might look even better on the floor, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, Miss Lynn. Ooh, you're getting Sweet Tyler going.
I'm
no,
already going.
How do you feel about Special K, Miss Lynn?
The cereal?
No, the mind enhancer.
What is that?
It's
You're
my
gonna explain.
specialty. I'll
Yeah.
have to introduce you to it when you come over to my trap.
Can I come over tonight?
Oh, fuck yeah, baby. I need some more big bitches in my roster.
Oh, you have other big bitches on your roster?
No, the last one I had killed over. Couldn't handle it no more, I guess. I need another one.
What did she die
No.
from?
She couldn't handle the Special K, honey. She wasn't up to the task. She didn't have the cojones.
Can you go into detail what the Special K is?
It's a drug.
No wonder this got taken down.
I'm
thought it
very
was a
famous
sex
for
move.
selling this.
Okay, so it's a
Sweet Tyler,
drug.
Sweet Tyler knows how to get the bitches happy. He just gives them a dose of the K and they're all his for as long as he...
No wonder this didn't.
I make them suck it straight from the source.
So I was thinking I could make a rainbow on your dick. So I can wear different shades of lipstick, and then we can make like a rainbow. What do you think?
Oh my God, are you in the porn industry, honey? Because that's
Yes,
a
I am.
damn good idea.
I am in the porn industry. And I figured once we make the rainbow, we can send it to my boss, Keem. He might like it.
Yeah, we'll send him the whole video and I'll show him how I took this fucking woman and fucked her into submission. That's something he could never have done.
Exactly. We need to show him how it's done because I don't think he knows.
Well, I'll show him how it's done. All right. Sweet Tyler, the dick. That'll quit. Once I take that Viagra, honey, you'll be Ryan, Taylor, please, I can't take more. I'm gonna say, you're gonna lay down, you're gonna take it, and you're gonna say, no, sweet. I'll say, take some more time,
We'll
you
just go
be
back up
fine.
here.
And then you'll be happy.
Excuse me, Monosword, you have a message. Could you please read that, Mr. Tyler?
Oh, yes, sir, you fucking son of a bitch, you stole me 10 grand. JD Bug with Canadian 20 says, started watching for Amber, but man, that sweet tea made me laugh more times than I can count. Definitely not gonna keep watching without her. Well, you better keep watching, because this is my woman.
I know
This
you
is my woman. This man can go fuck himself with his own short dick, but this woman over here is mine.
Wait,
Hey,
what?
Scooter, you have a short dick, Scooter?
No, that is
Yep.
no. Magic Kid, welcome to Cash Cow. No. Look, no.
You've probably seen his dick.
Sweet Tyler has not seen my dick. That is
I
exclusive.
lured him to the trap.
Oh god.
Gave him a little bit of K. He was on his ass with no clothes on, running butt naked down the street. I seen it all.
Okay. What a turn this has taken.
Yes.
Wait, dude, come on. What the fuck is that?
We're back.
Hello,
I've
Dino.
seen you in many dresses there, Mr. Scooter.
Hey, Sweetie.
Yes.
Whoa. What the fuck happened to your fucking testosterone level, bro?
All right, let's get Sweet Tea back for
I
a
dyed
second.
my hair.
Please, bring in the woman part.
Yes, ma'am.
Listen, I just came over to say goodbye to you because you ain't gonna be on
Bring in the woman part. I'm so dead.
at a time that I'm really up. But
Yeah, I'm going to the worst show in the network, but I'm gonna make it the best show again.
check this out.
What?
You gotta understand what you're working with, Sweet Tea. You know, Keemstar, he's trying to circle jerk and whatever the fuck he's trying to do. But you're up against Amber Reid. She has more hate than probably the devil himself right now. She's
And I have more love. I have more love too, sweetheart.
I don't understand how that should
No
be.
more pisses at me, bitch. Anyway, Sweet Tea, what I'm saying to you is she has more clout. On YouTube, what you'll learn is the more clout you have, the more people want to follow behind you and eat your ass.
Amber.
And right now, you can't shine because you've had your whole entire ass face up her ass, and you couldn't even breathe. You had no oxygen.
Gitchy's up your ass too. She can't breathe either.
No, what do you have to say about that?
Ventilator.
I'm talking to Sweet Tea because she's going through the worst show. Gitchy came to the second best before your fat ass got here, so chill out, bitch. I'm talking
Second
to Sweet
best
Tea.
bitch. I'm second best. You're like third, fourth, fifth.
You're only second best because you're the most hated, you big titty bitch. Get up and dance. Get up and shake those fucking midgets in your legs. Let's go. Get up.
I know you want to see my body, baby. Why don't you come over?
Sweet Tea,
just wanna look at
if you
Amber's
need my
body.
help, Sweet Tea, if you need my help, you come and you ask me, and I'll help you.
Thank you,
Phantom-
Tina.
Phantom's been working with me every Saturday.
Scooter,
Albert,
how dare you?
and Scooter, I don't know how you work with two females anyways. I hope the next bitch that comes here
I know you did it.
is good for the universe, but at the same time doesn't know Amber at all.
Well,
Because right now, everybody has to outshine her, and that's not cool, bro.
you know,
No one's gonna outshine me.
well, and let me ask you this, Amber. Excuse me, not Amber. Tina,
Listen, Amber, the sun shines on a dog's ass once a day, bitch. Get in line. What, Scooter? What's up,
the
baby?
dog's been shining on Amber's ass for a while. I don't know what you just said, but no, like, should Sweet Tea have like lied about how she feels about it?
Not the sun shines on a dog's ass once a day.
Because she genuinely does care about you. I'm saying she was so far up her ass, but I mean, that's how she feels about Amber.
Yeah, but
Not
see, you
only
can't, you can't do that when you're doing a team show. If somebody's glazing you all the time, you're not doing your full potential.
I understand that, but also I feel like I've come with enough. If I found like a real good question that I would like an answer to, I felt like I came with them.
Okay. But you know what? You
Everybody
also
overlooks that.
Alpha too. You shined with Alpha too.
Yeah.
You did.
I've never
You
worked for
shined.
Alpha.
I think
I
he
say
means
Alpha.
Phantom.
Yeah.
Oh,
Phantom.
oh.
You worked with Phantom, right? You worked with
I mean,
that other fucking raging Cajun crazy ass motherfucker Copper.
Yeah.
I mean, you
Yeah, that
worked
was so
with
short.
Crazy
I vaguely remember it. It was so long ago and so short. But yeah, it was what me and Phantom's tech talk is what turned into Bus.
Listen, Sweet Tea, a lot of people don't agree with your hillbilly ways, but I know all too well. You just take you as you come. But listen, it's not the worst show in the network. The bottom line is this. Most of
That's
us
true.
came with our own people anyways. Most of us brought our own supporters with us, so it's a lot easier for us. It's not been easy for you. It hasn't been easy for Scooter either. Scooter makes mistakes and runs away too.
Yeah.
I get it. But he runs OBS, and when you're an OBS runner, when you're doing these kind of shits, you're number one as far as team's concerned.
I
And
know.
That's how it works. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, they need OBS, and I don't run OBS either, but see, that's part of my contract when I started. I'm not going to run OBS because I fuck up the whole damn universe, but I'm just saying, Scooter, why don't you be real with your feelings too, Scooter?
Yeah, go ahead.
You're hard on yourself, you're hard on other people, but at the same time, could you really shine over here with these two ladies? Come on, let's be honest real quick with the people.
I don't feel like that's my role. You know, whatever. I'm like you said, I'm the OBS guy. I'm the showrunner. Like my job is to make them shine. That if they're shining, then I'm shining, in my opinion. And
Well,
Hold
I'm
on.
level 1 fire.
Hold
And
on.
look-
Y'all, I'm so white and Anglo-Saxon and shit. That's a quote from RuPaul's Drag Race. Because I just had chamois sauce. Girl, my mouth be burning. Alright. I realized I was like, oh, you're balls deep eating this fucking cucumber, and that's not an innuendo. And you had things to say. But listen, I worked all day.
And no, I've agreed with you on that. But I mean, look, I'm not the guy making the decisions. Trust me, one of these days, if I go to Fat Camp, I want to get drunk with Keem and be like, yo, why the fuck have you given me as many chances as you have? You know, I don't have the...
I'll tell you why. He likes fuck ups. He likes to give people chances others won't.
I want to get drunk with Keem. That's all I can say.
And, you know, that's what it boils down to. And, like, look, like I said, I might agree with the decision, Sweet Tea, but like, it doesn't mean I'm not sad to see you go. I have a lot of fun doing a show with you. I genuinely care about you, and I want the best for you. I truly do. That's why, you know, Keem can say it was running away or being a baby, and maybe it was, but like, that's why I offered for your mom to potentially come in and try taking my seat, because I want what's best for you guys. Like, I genuinely care about both of you as people.
For most of the days, we made more than live.
Yeah.
I don't
but see,
understand.
it's not about money all the time. See, that's
And views.
It gets to that stuff. Views and money don't matter if you don't have real loyalty. Loyalty is royalty on YouTube. If you got people that've been following, I got people that have been with me 12 years, and everywhere I go, they go.
I'd like
And
to say this to you, Tina.
too, but I'm just saying,
Real
what
fast.
I'm saying is, you haven't had that ability, and I feel bad because you can
Well,
shine.
that's not true, because
Don't
whenever...
let me up your ass, because you're a one-liner. You're a one-liner.
Listen. Whenever they canceled Bus and they moved me to live, a huge portion of the Bus supporters came to live, and they, like, their views went up tremendously.
I don't have support.
See, I say the thing about live is the anchor. That is what created all the rest of us. So they're always going to withstand the hurricanes.
Yeah, but
Okay,
you can't say that my presence from Bus didn't help.
I think that all you guys got to rest your ego, and myself included. I've had a bad ego over the years, but you got to understand that everybody brings something to the table. We might not agree with each other, but everybody has a certain talent, and I don't think you found yours yet. And that's me speaking.
I can't handle Albert just like circling the waters behind her.
To you, because I know you, sweetie. You came on Queen's first episode with me and Becky. Okay, so I know how easy
Well, I
it
was
is.
technically on Milker's first, but it wasn't
You know what I
long.
mean, I don't think about milkers. I never think about milkers then. What I'm saying is, though, is you have not been able to do it by yourself yet. You've been with big guys. Where you have Copper was he's a big person on YouTube.
There's not many people on here that do single-person shows, though.
Well, I don't think it's a single I'm worried about because Scooter, he's gotten lucky. He's gotten lucky because his mother was already, she already came to the second best at that point in time, so he pretty much just kind of smoothed his way in there.
Yeah.
And it's been easier for the men in this universe.
You think so? I think it's been the women.
Fuck yeah!
I think it's been the women, not the men. I think the men get a bad deal because Keem has a daughter, so he's not gonna think outside that box, bro. He's not gonna treat women like he does men. He's gonna expect more from a man than he is a woman.
Wait, hold up. Have you heard the...
What do you think you would expect from me? Ah! Sorry, damn it! Just kicked my carbon monoxide detector.
He's like, dude, me and my daughter are so competitive. She ain't getting my empire when she's done. She needs to go build her own, and then I'm gonna do everything I can to fucking bear. Like, that's how he talks about his daughter. He's like, no, fuck that, dude. She's gonna be self-made.
What I'm saying to you is, though, she has a leader as a father. Okay, Keem doesn't think he makes mistakes. Keem has been good at this. He's got a good game going on. He's been doing it for years. He monetized drama, something a lot of people couldn't do on YouTube. He monetized drama, which is very hard to do. But I still think y'all should be true to yourself, though. I was watching your chat. Scooter, did you really think that Sweet Tea did her full ability over here?
No,
Is he wearing girls' sweatpants? Like, I don't understand.
I was open about that. I feel like she wasn't given the chance to shine over here, but I also don't feel like that's a reflection as much on her as much as it's just a show. There wasn't a place for her to shine here.
Here's the thing. I don't think that anyone who rolls in to Bus as an entity, first of all, you already have to understand she's going to be doing the most speaking, whether that's arguing with the chat or whether she's being interviewed. The only other two potential spots that there are is, like, there's not going to be a lot of space for, like, the voice of reason, the, like, supporter role for her. There's just not. And so the closest you have is just, like, a voice of reason. Did I already say voice of reason? I meant, like, someone who's just, like, an outright supporter of Miss Girly. There's not going to be a lot of space for that or that argument, which leaves you with the closest thing, just, like, a voice of reason / someone who, like, has to keep the peace and has to keep the structure. At that point, the airtime is already so full, especially when it comes to, like, TTSs, that the only other thing you really have time for is, like, a really, really well-placed one-liner, at which point, one-liners that are, like, are not gonna hit as well as, like, a snide, sarcastic little cutting zinger of, like, a one-liner, like, yeah, okay, Miss Girly, don't you amuse your girlfriend? Like, you know what I mean?
You know, like, whenever you say she hasn't found her niche in the LCU, I disagree with that. Like, she is Bus was built off of her, built around her. Yeah, you had Ras off her. Yeah, you had me running it, but I mean, she was the attraction to that.
Anyways,
show. That's where a lot of the big support came from. Because people love seeing her. They love hearing her funny stories and the skits and all that stuff.
See, but there's a thing on YouTube. Either they're laughing at you or they're laughing with you. And that's when you got to make a difference right there. Are they laughing at you because...
I mean, I was in on the joke, though.
And Sweet Tea, listen, we ain't always got along either. But
Sweet Tea, you know what? Stop sugarcoating.
Shut up, I have to be the adult here. And I'm just going to tell you straight up. If you need I'm not giving you money. I know all the men have, but I'm not. But if you need some kind of fuck, shut up. They got nothing to do with you, Scooter. You're not in this. You weren't here then. She knows what I'm talking about. All the memories. Copper was working for her teeth. Fucking Boogie was working for her teeth. Everybody's working for her teeth.
I never got no fucking teeth.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. They all promised you teeth, and they didn't even come up with that.
Dude, and oh my god, I could have made such a big deal out of that too.
So outshine everybody. Go over there. If you got to smack fan them around, take what you learned from all of us, smacking you around.
The only thing I can say,
fucking make it work.
the only thing I can say good about this move is maybe I can fucking do more crazy stuff and do more things that I used to do.
I think Sweet Tea does know what her talent is, and unfortunately, this show isn't that anymore.
No.
So
Yeah, it's changed a lot.
you're going to be able to shine so strongly with
Wish you
Phantom.
stop saying that, Shine.
Strongly, girl. Look how fucking orange you look.
You got me saying it. It's not about a shine or a dull. This is the LCU, for fuck's sakes. We're Lolcows. We're going to do things and say things that most people only think about doing.
Did you hear what Boogie was talking about?
This is like such a this is so. First of all, this episode is not that fun. Also, it's so wild to hear Tina speak like this, just like so articulated and from the heart. It's just and like this is where I get sucked in because like Boogie has done this and it has pulled me in, and then he started covering himself in black paint and I went, oh, right? Like
Instead of saying black college, he was like,
Oh
I got-
god,
you
said the
no,
old timey word
no,
for
we're not
it.
going there.
We're not going
Oh
there.
my
I'm going
God.
to- I know what he's talking about, and that is something that we all grew up with in his era and my era. But that's not
Yeah.
neither here nor there. But don't think anybody's stabbing you in the back. Don't think anybody's doing that. Or do you? If you do, say it.
Yeah, say it. No, I want to know your honest
I've
feelings.
already said I think if it was Scooter and your
Well,
mama.
okay, you say if it happened, it was me and your mama, but do you feel like you were backstabbed?
I think that it was pretty odd that on our Shrek episode, your mama came up here saying that I wasn't the right fit. Next day, Keem starts texting me saying that I gotta move.
You know what I think it was? I think it was having Milky up here and
Yes.
me and her
I-
fighting and like all
Her
that. I
sex
think
appeal, the fighting.
no, Sweet Tea, you have sex appeal. Trust me, honey, and you know it too. Okay, listen. I think
but-
it's just Keem wants that fucking yelling. He does.
He does,
He
I
wants
love
the
it.
drama.
I love it.
He literally.
well, it's not even that he wants that. It's that he knows that's what's going to make this one work the best. That's the second Miss Girly starts screaming, those TTSs just start pouring in. Like, once you take all the feelings out of it and you just think about her as like, it's the way that it makes me think is like, there would be times when I was a department supervisor that I full well knew I was handing one of my team members so much work that it was like borderline unfair. And I would just be like, okay, here, I'll be doing blank. Like, let me know if you need me. And like, like they would be upset. I would feel guilty low-key, but I had to like act away and be like, I need you to try to get this done. But at the end of the day, as a department supervisor, the tools that I had at my disposal in order to ensure that the workload that I was responsible for were completed was my team members and my team. And like, it was like a really odd like worldview shift to start thinking about my team as like tools and not like as people, because these are people that I like was like buddies with, and then I got promoted and now I had to manage them, which like made it all a little bit more weird. And I'm like speaking in terms of like target context because that's where like I learned the most about it. But like it just, and that's like the entire business model of like anything is like the people below you are your tools to get your job done. And it just like, it just is, they need someone to be up in here fighting with her.
Gets bricked up because of it. Point blank.
You know, if somebody would came up to me and said, we would like for you to fucking look up fucking shit about Amber and try to pressure her on things, I would have fucking done it more.
Well, here's what it boils down to. And like, look, Sweet Tea, you've been pretty like you don't like getting involved in the drama as much. You like having a fun time. Like, and that's what Bus used to be. It used to be the fun show, right? Amberlynn Reid, I love her, but dude, drama just follows her around. She just exists and drama just spawns around her. Like, it's going to be drama.
You can't say a lot of drama hasn't spawned around me.
Well,
since
sure,
I've
it
been here,
has. But like, the difference is like, you don't really like being involved in the muck as much. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing at all wrong with that. And like, what it boils down to with that is, and this is coming from me as somebody that has done research on Amberlynn Reid, you know, since she's been here, I've done a good amount. There's still so much that I don't know. Every single day I'm learning new stuff. And like, you know, he made a point of saying on Rewind, he wants somebody that already knows the history.
Scooter, hit me up, Bookie.
He wants somebody that's going to come in and like knows who Amberlynn Reid is, has known who she is, and you know is going to, I guess, give pushback. It's going to be scary.
Listen, Keemstar's in my phone under jumper case.
Here's what I want, is I want to get on a FaceTime call with Scooter, and I just want to be like, you articulate to me whatever as you know it, and I will fill in the gaps for you. Like, that's what we need to do. We need to stop waiting for someone, like, stop going out and finding someone and bringing it back to Miss Girly. That's pointless. Get with someone now, get with a historian and say, like, hey, I'd like to have a one-on-one with you. And just start. And I'm gonna let you go, and then I'm gonna take notes, and I'm gonna stop, and then I'm gonna come back to you, and I'm gonna go, here you go. This is where you're getting mixed up. This is where you're getting mixed up. You're thinking of blank. You know what I mean?
Because he's always starting shit. He wants someone who's going to push Amber and push those buttons till she has her crash outs.
I don't understand why you asked me to do that more before.
You're not, because it can't be orchestrated. It can't be manufactured. It has to come from within. And if it doesn't, it's not original. Anybody can do a crash out.
There's been several points that I have felt bad for Beck.
Well,
and it hurt me when that girl said that she didn't give a fuck.
This is where I'm trying to tell you.
Why is she laughing? Why is that funny? What? Excuse me. Hello? Why is that funny? Why is that funny?
This is the grit. This is the guts of YouTube, Scooter.
No,
Welcome.
yeah, trust me, I've learned that. And like, no, that's the thing. Like, me and you, Sweet Tea, we care about Amberlynn Reid. We consider her a friend. We want the best for her. You know, I'm gonna be honest. If I had to guess, Keem wants somebody that hates her. Like, that's what he probably wants. And I'm just being honest.
He said I have a say in who gets what's it called? Hired. So watch the fuck out, bitches.
Yeah,
oh, if that's what it comes down to, Divas, I could go snatch this up tomorrow. She'd be like, that big bitch? Hire him. Y'all. Where are my DMs? Hello? Team? Everyone would be so mad. And like, I don't think it's as deep as people make it out to be. And like, I feel bad because like, if it was convenient for me, I probably would do it. I'm not even gonna lie to you, but it's just not convenient for me. But like, that being said, I do think that I would be able to craft a crash out from Amber a little bit. Like, I would be a slow burn for sure, but it would be very glorious and filled with a lot of one-liners. Like, you couldn't put Jordy, the ankle, Snowflake, Salty Crab doesn't come on camera, so sorry, Diva. Like, you couldn't put the big divas up on a panel with her and act like she wasn't, like, it's just not gonna be as like, well, I mean, I guess maybe. I don't know.
He tells us all of that. Amber tells us all of that.
No, I'm Queen Bee over here.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I've been working with Mike for over 15 years. They said I had to say? No, I don't. No, I
Keem does
don't.
not want me to quit, so I have a feeling Keem's being honest with me. That's all I gotta say about it.
Diva, we all think you're gonna quit as soon as your monetization gets approved.
Okay, well, listen, we can't treat anybody differently because we don't want them to quit. Because guess what? This is your bread and butter. This is how you eat your Hershey Kisses too, there, big girl.
Hey,
Okay,
I like
this is
Hershey
how you
Kisses.
money. Listen, yeah, she does. That's her favorite candy.
It's mine too.
They're so good.
They are.
They're not satisfying. They're too small. They're not satisfying at all. I eat a Hershey's.
You suck on 4 at a time.
Okay. Oh.
Anyway,
fired sweet tea.
Ed Kelly the Instigator super chatted $19.99. Tina is getting a lot of hate in chat. I think her
I love
coming up here talking to Sweet Tea was really nice. Tina has been around a long time. She's just giving some advice.
You know, and that's the deal. Like, I'm gonna.
I do think that what she's doing is very kind for Sweet Tea. And it is like, it's one of those rare moments of like the LCU where like you do see people supporting each other in like a way that is like very nice.
To be honest, you know, like I pulled some clips from Queens. We were gonna talk some shit because you guys talked a little bit of shit today, but no, I really do feel like from her, it's honestly coming from a place that she's been here. She's been through this shit. You know, she's dealt with fucking co-hosts leaving, her show being practically destroyed at times. She knows where she's already been there, done that.
I've been swatted. I've had FBI. I've had my son's whole entire fucking childhood taken out. I get it, but that's not the point. The point is this, Sweet Tea. A lot of people think you're sensitive and that you're precious. And that you're sensitive, but you're a hard ass bitch. You're from the fucking woods, bro. I mean, it's a hard life out there. And maybe you need to do that
You're from the fucking woods, bro.
hard side. Start telling people how you feel. Because you know goddamn well he got a smile on his face. But you even said something I couldn't have said. I know you said I know Scooter has something to do with it, but I still care about Scooter. Fuck you! Fuck you! He's taking you out the #2 show, motherfucker!
Okay, I don't like running with this because I didn't, but no, I agree. If you really feel that way, I want to talk through it. I do. I do.
You did not help.
It's all so, you guys, it's so like Did she even need to be present tonight? Did Amber even need to be here tonight? Do you know how much of a bitch I would be if I was her? I would be like, do I need to be here?
And what would you have liked to see me do more?
You could have said, give her fucking at least till the end of the month.
But here's the deal, and I mentioned this earlier, like before you hopped in. I've had this conversation with Keem, and I asked him for more time, and he gave us more time. You know, you said earlier, he was honest. You know, he's had this thought since the first week of the show. You know, and he gave us time to cook with it, and it didn't work. And you know, I don't blame you for that, but it didn't.
I don't know how much it didn't work.
You guys made
I will say that like the rug pulling is like, I don't love that as a business model.
second place. Something had to work.
Yeah, really.
Well-
And not only that, I feel like a good fourth of the donations that we would get would be about me too.
No.
Well,
I
okay.
guarantee
Yeah,
you,
I've
before you
only
work
brought
for
up a lot in
Amber,
donations. And you know that, Scooter.
Yeah, Sweet Tea has a lot of supporters. She does.
Yeah, but are you just counting the ones that your name was in? Because a lot of the ones that your name was in, they were like, stop glazing her.
But like, ultimately, at the end of the day, yes, it was working, but it's like he said, and I hated the way he phrased this, but, you know, that's how he feels, and honestly, if we boil it down and we're just brutally honest, this is what it is. You know, we're holding you back on this show. This show is holding you back, and in a way, you're holding back this show, because I think, like Amberlynn said, he saw Milky up here, he's like, damn, I enjoyed that. And, you know, I think our viewers enjoyed it a lot. Our view count was very high that night.
Most of our money between me and
Who is this boy? There's always one or two other divas that are in there with Albert, and I don't understand who they are. All right, also, I'm going to pause and wait for something good to come back. All right, okay. We're back. It's just, now they're really trying to spin like a fight between Sweet Tea and Scooter. Tina is doing the best she can to help.
That could be something.
You know,
Flower a day.
to be clear,
Crazy.
at one point I did try to send Sweet Tea flowers through Keem. I don't remember what happened, but it didn't happen. But I did try. I can find the DM somewhere.
Don't let him doubt you, Sweet Tea.
You got
Don't
it.
let him doubt
You got it, Sweet Tea. Fuck Scooter.
Fuck
He stuck
that
his finger in his own ass. It went like this.
Yeah, she was here
Oh,
for one of those.
I know he was kissing Keemstar's ass. I know it.
Oh,
Wait.
shit. Scooter, are you?
He never does. I've never kissed his ass not one time in my life. I don't give a fuck if he's my boss or not. Fuck him.
Girl,
And I mean, I fucking quit to stay on my rest offside in the beginning.
Diva, this isn't even about you, Amber. No one cares. No one cares. Like, not no one cares. She quit to be by Rostov's side. Same.
That's how loyal I am to my fucking friend Scooter.
Oh, shit.
So, I mean, look, dude, I promised Keem I would never quit again. So like, I can't.
Okay, now I understand Albert's purpose here. Albert's purpose is the just stand in the back and egg it on, but like you're actually raising everyone's like stress level to get everyone more. We used to have, when I used to work in my dorm cafeterias, there used to be a cook who would do this, and I would be like mid just running my mouth about anything as I do. And from somewhere in the large kitchen, I would hear, yeah! And it used to send me into such a blind rage. Every time.
Can't quit the show just because he makes a change. Like, I can't do that. Like, Keem's giving me a lot of goodwill, and he's giving me a lot of second chances. Like,
You
I
should
can't
have went on
bullshit like
strike,
that.
bro. We both should have.
Yeah, and then I go on strike, I'd get shit from everybody for quitting again. Like, I'm sorry.
I
Look,
mean, you fucking quit from getting your fucking host role took away
well,
for
quit's
15
again.
minutes.
Quit's a strong word for that scenario, but I'll let it fly. That's fine.
That was a quit.
Okay, fine.
That was a quit. Diva. Broke dry January and everything.
You can call it-
Scooter, Sweet Tea, you think that if Scooter didn't have a say, or maybe he wasn't running the OBS, that you still would be here?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Really? Wait. Hold
If you
on.
weren't running OBS.
Hold
if
on.
you weren't
Hold
running
on. Hold on.
OBS
Hold
part.
on. So let's say. Okay, so who else could have ran the show? Who else was in the discussion? Yo Mama, do you think Yo Mama would have made sure you stayed on the show?
No.
It was between you and your mama, and
I
I
doubt
chose
it.
Scooter.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Look, you can be upset about this, and I get it. I'm upset about it too, but I mean, it boils down to a business thing. It really does.
She made good money over here, though, Bo. It's not like a fucking a tank show.
It's not.
Yeah.
No,
Are they really talking about running OBS? Girl, I'm running OBS.
it was an amazing show. It was an amazing show. But look, here's the
Then what do
deal.
you mean by that?
Here's the deal. I think everybody can agree with this. Since Bus relaunched, it's been in this weird place where it's like, okay, is it the fun show it used to be? Is it a drama folk show? What is the show?
And you think that's my problem? That's my fault?
I think
No.
no, I don't. I'm not saying that's your fault. I'm just saying that it wasn't the right fit. That's what I'm saying. Because we were stuck in that middle position.
I think, Sweet Tea, you were just too nice to me, and Keem don't like that for some reason. And I swear to God, the next person who works with us, they will not be a Scooter Glazer, or I will quit.
I'm
Point blank here.
playing Scooter right now.
I don't know, you guys. They really be out here describing my credentials.
Listen, the fact of the matter is, Sweet Tea, is Scooter did do this.
I think
deliberately to you.
he's
He did.
jealous of you. He knows that you can outshine him, so he wants to take out his
Look how mad he is.
fucking You're the biggest one.
He
You gotta go.
he whipped his fucking nuts right on the table and said, "Listen here, get this motherfucking bitch out of here."
Well, you know what's funny? Whenever he fucking quit or didn't quit, just didn't show up or whatever, Keemstar said you should have been fucking trying to get Amber or Sweet Tea to quit instead.
Okay, no, that's not what
Diva.
Keem said. What Keem said was, if I were in your shoes, I would be pushing to get them replaced. He wasn't saying try to get them to quit. He just said push for them to get
Same
replaced.
thing.
I
That's the
mean,
same thing.
Hey, Sweet Tea, you remember what I did to Scooter when he came to Queens and his mother kept trying to put him on the show with us?
I'm gonna put a carrot.
I said, this ain't
I
his
don't
fucking
either.
show. Kick rock, suck cock.
Tell him to
Fuck
kick
outta
rock,
here.
Sweet Tea.
Tell him.
Tell him.
Kick, rock, suck,
Well,
well,
you're gonna fucking see Scooter. You're gonna see
Tell
how
him
much.
how you really feel. Don't just hold back.
okay, one at a time. Sweet Tea, what'd you say?
I really don't think the show's gonna do any better without me.
Scooter fired Sweet
That is
Tea.
stupid.
At Harry E9L4Y super chatted $19.99. Scooter, why couldn't you have told her that Keem was thinking this last week? She could have tried to do something to stay. We will miss
I was
you,
thinking
Sweet
that.
Tea.
Let me say something that actually pisses me off, not gonna lie, because I found out the same time Sweet Tea did. If Scooter and Keem are going behind my back talking, doing their little things, especially about me and Sweet Tea, that ain't cool. That ain't gonna fly.
Yeah.
Because Sweet Tea
Okay.
should have
Well, Diva, it's flying.
had a fucking chance to step up her game, point blank pure, and she did not get that chance. So that's not fair.
But here's the deal. It's not, and Keem said this, it's not that Sweet Tea did bad. She's not
Y'all remember when Naomi Smalls said, "Life's not fair"?
being punished. What,
You aren't understanding what I'm saying. Respond to what I just said.
okay, okay.
That's not.
So here's,
Oh, I wish Amber would. Oh, we're doing that. We're doing that. Respond to what I just said. I'll remember that. I'll remember, Diva.
what I will say is, Keem called me, and yeah, look, maybe he should have talked to everybody at the same time, but he called me so he could ask my advice on what should happen to Sweet Tea should that happen. And I pushed for her to go with Phantom, so I figured she would like that. I figured everybody would.
See, he just admitted it. There it is. You guys.
What?
know, I heard.
What? What did I admit?
That you want to
You're
watch
gonna
the shit
pressure me to
happen.
go with Phantom.
Yeah, because he had already made the decision. He said, I'm taking Sweet Tea off the show. Where do you think she should go? Like, guys, I'm sorry.
He's talking
You're
about it first,
overestimating how much power I have here. Okay?
You don't have any.
Exactly. I have no fucking power.
I heard you on
That's
Cash
why he
today.
called
know
you
what?
and didn't
I
call
heard
me
you on
or
Cash
Amber
today.
to talk about it.
I heard you on Cash today say that you know some of the people that will be coming up tomorrow for tryouts. I don't know
For
a single fucking
cash.
soul.
For cash.
No, you said it.
No,
about-
I did not. I did
Okay.
not. Go back and watch it. I know who some of the people
I'll go
coming on
back.
cash are.
I'll go back.
Nicholas MD,
I'll go
yes,
back.
please do, because you're mistaken. I have no fucking clues coming up tomorrow.
Amber,
I feel like there's things
you
happening.
okay? That's your girl right there. You gotta stand with her, bro.
This ain't.
Same with her.
This isn't the first time that this shit has happened to me.
If you guys
And then
don't
we're
sit
probably
on
won't be
Scooter right
last.
now, you'll crush him. Sit on him.
Yes,
Fucking
You,
Christ.
Albert.
he did. Albert did push back. Scooter tried to get Albert fired too. Lie.
Yeah. There's video evidence of that one. I think he's the only person I've tried to get fired live on air. He's the only person I've ever tried to get fired. Let me say that as well.
I don't think I've ever tried to get anybody fired.
Well,
Except
we've
when
established
Keemstar
that
asked
I'm a
me if
baby,
Wonder
though.
Woman. That whenever Keemstar asked me and Beans if Wonder Woman should go, and she said yes first, and I was like, yeah.
Are you going to back camp, Sweet Tea? Because you can hula hoop through a Cheerio, baby girl. Are you going to back camp?
Look like a Cheerio.
What?
I said you could hula hoop through a Cheerio. That's how skinny you are. You really don't need back camp. But are you going?
There were skinny people that went last time, right?
Yeah, but they were there to party. They weren't there to fucking work out.
You could hula hoop through a Cheerio. Bless Tina. What an angel.
I mean, I don't mind working out. I would like to build up some strength.
Okay, so what is the one thing you would do? You're a hillbilly. Walking up the Scooter, face to face. Because this is people that you see every day on here, but you're going to walk up to his face to face. What would you do to him? No,
Scooter's not going to fat camp.
Why? He's too fat?
No, because he drank and
No.
broke the rules, and now he can't go to fat
Well,
camp.
Keem told me there may be a path back. There'll have to be some
No,
fucked
yeah,
up
of
shit.
course. You don't
Okay,
get punished
so-
for nothing.
Where do you think you would
Amber
find
Scooter
that?
fired Sweet Tea.
At Galactic Selkies super chatted $20. I should try to get on Alpha with Sweet Tea, make it the new number 2 show.
And it would. If I was on there, it would.
Ooh,
Yeah.
how do you feel about
Listen, Amber be up that early. Excuse me. Amber be up that late. Y'all want me to stop covering Miss Girly? Wait for her to be doing that at 4 a.m.
that, Scooter? What would you feel about that?
Scooter
Look.
would cry like a baby.
No, I wouldn't, because I've offered multiple times for like to be replaced on the show. And look, at the end of the day, I wasn't the one taken off the show. Obviously, and it might just be because I'm the OBS monkey, but he likes some of the dynamic here. He just feels there needs to be more pushback, and fair enough. I felt like the Milky episode
He
was
wants me to
interesting.
be bullied, is what it is.
Yeah.
I think yeah,
Correct. That is correct.
I think he likes Amber treating you like a bitch, like she does.
Yeah, Scooter, you say that in the
Well, no,
fucking
do I?
Well, and
episode was
but
interesting.
here's what I'm going to say in response to that is, I get told every single day, oh, you can't let Amber treat you like that. Look, at the end of the day, dude, if I got caught up every time Amberlynn talks shit to me, there would be no show. It would just be me and Amberlynn bickering over useless bullshit for 2 hours every single day. So you got to kind of let some stuff go down, off your
Yeah,
shoulder.
that's it.
Yes, Scooter, you're so fat phobic.
We did it night after night after night after night after night after night after night.
Well, you know what? I'll be honest, because we have had those episodes, and it was not good. It wasn't good for anybody to watch.
All right, well, Sweet Tea, if you need us, Yes, I said, do not know over here because I don't even know where you guys are going with the direction. To me, I thought it was just a tard bus. I thought everybody gets on the tard
that's
bus.
what I thought.
You go to Special Olympics and you all get the same ribbon. Doesn't matter who's better than the other. Everybody gets the same blue ribbon. You're all winners.
That's what bus always was. A bus was always just fucking a hangout
There's
stream.
a big smurf on there. Now the fucking bus done fucking went over the clip.
I never thought that I'd ever get
Talking
kicked
about me
off.
or
I never.
All right,
I
well,
really never thought that I would get kicked off the show that I fucking helped build in one way or another, and been on. The only person
You're not
that's been on
getting
this
kicked off.
show
All you
this whole
do is
time.
better. Sweetie, you're
I'm
not
getting
getting
kicked off a
You're
bus.
moving. You're
I'm getting
moving
kicked off a bus.
You're gonna ride on the bus to the Alpha. Get the ride.
Guys, I've been
I
so
think we should
nauseous.
donate hard tonight because this is Sweet Tea's last page. Oh, one of the last paychecks from the bus. I think we should donate for
Yeah.
Sweet Tea, and then we'll all go over there at 4:00 in the morning. Bet that, and we'll all go over there with you guys.
You know what? I'm not getting no
I'm always up at 4.
Oh,
Me too.
I'll
Thank
say
you,
hi.
Tina. That means a lot to me.
I
I
don't
was
know
gonna
that
go and
much.
ask Boogie if he would come on one day for us to interview or something.
Who?
I don't know. Boogie.
Who's that?
Who?
Jessica, I'm gonna fucking block your dumb, stupid, ugly
You're not.
ass.
Hush, you're not blocking any.
It's not about you. God.
Anybody. He does not have the power to block.
Bruce Weezy under the bus.
Bro,
Like, he doesn't have ears.
I've sat through 45 minutes of being actually check that. An hour and 22 minutes of being told I threw Sweet Tea under the bus. They're gonna say it. Fuck.
I mean,
Who
you
cares?
can't say that you didn't know, Scooter. You can't say that in not even a smallest 1% way that you didn't factor into me getting kicked off.
How, okay.
Wow. That's gonna make me cry. I don't even cry. I don't even get emotional.
It's true.
Amber Scooter fired Sweet Tea.
At Marmat 334 super chatted $19.99. Wait, so did Scooter start giving pushback after his talk with Keem but didn't tell Sweet Tea that is what Keem wanted? Thoughtful
No, he
face
didn't.
emoji.
No, he never said that he wanted pushback in that original call. He said, I don't know if Sweet Tea fits with this show. What do you think? And I said, well, let's write it out. Let's see, because I really like the three
This is the third story I've heard now.
of us together on the show. There was no talk about pushback at any point. I think,
Can
again,
you say you agree with him?
yeah, I do agree
That I
with him
should
because,
go.
yes,
No matter how many views, no matter how much money we're making over here. It
Look,
had nothing to do with it, huh?
at the end of the day, let me ask you this. Nuts with me and Steak, or excuse me and Albert, was the number 2 show.
You know, for all of the analytics that, because here's the thing, I hate when they call it analytics. I prefer it to be called reporting. Actually, it probably does exist. I just don't get them. Never mind. Let me shut up.
And like, I'll be honest, there was a time where after I left Nuts and Albert left Nuts, I'm like, dude, that show's never gonna be what it was. Then Steak goes over there, and it became bigger than it was with me and Albert. It became better. You know, they had like 2 crowns. They had a fuck ton of pay pigs. They made $1,000 a night easily. The
That
show
was because
grew.
you and Albert couldn't get along,
And
right?
nobody could, or I personally couldn't have predicted that. I can't predict what's going to happen to Buzz. Hey, maybe it fucking fails and I get kicked off a Buzz come February and you're back. I can't tell the future. All I can do is if my boss asks me, hey, do you see what I'm seeing here? I can be honest and say, yeah, I kind of do. I don't like it, but I see it.
You know what me and Amber did when that situation happened to us? We said, no, Scooter's our fucking first pick.
Wait, you got mad at me and Sweet Tea when you quit and we didn't stick up for you so hard. We didn't suck on them balls. But yet you are literally doing worse to
Dude,
Sweet Tea than what you were mad
I'm
about.
sorry. I don't understand what nobody's understanding.
I don't understand what nobody's understanding. There's too much hand choreography, divas. You're not in Vogue. This isn't The Magicians. Fucking stop. I feel like I'm watching an episode of Naruto.
Here, I do not, hold, pause.
Okay.
I do not have the power to pick who is on a show. All I
Neither
can do is what.
Hey! Tina is not supposed to be smoking. Hello? I remember. Leo remembers.
Whatever Keem asked me, and as we have already established from our arguments last week, Sweet Tea and Amber, I was not upset about you guys saying, oh, maybe we need somebody else. It was everything.
See, she knows. She knows about the hand choreo.
Else.
Sweet Tea.
At Harry E9L4Y super chatted $19.99. Sweet Tea have Phantom teach you OBS and try out for Queens. Take it from Gigi, you deserve something good.
Did she say that?
No, they're saying you should
I
learn.
don't think-
How fucking hard could it be to run OBS? I don't even fucking know how to run OBS, and I be running OBS. Girl Please has first of all, Girl Please has literally like instructed me through OBS via YouTube comment. That's how non-difficult it is. I don't even be knowing, and a YouTube comment was all I needed for 3 separate things, but I digress.
Yes, and take over Queens from Gigi, so it'd be you and Tina.
I mean, I'm definitely going to see if he'll teach me. I'm so worried that if I ran OBS and my internet or something would fuck up the whole show. That's been my main holdback. And I've always had an OBS person there, but...
What are you
Yeah, I'll
losing by
definitely
leaving this shit? By going to another show, what are you losing, Sweet Tea? Tell your audience what you're losing.
I'm losing a very big paycheck that I was fucking in a very good time slot that I felt like I helped build the show in one way or another. This was always Bus. I was always on Bus, and now I'm gone.
You guys realize it's not always about a paycheck? I guess I've done this my entire career. It's not always about a paycheck. It's
I got all of my
faces all the time here supporting you. It's like family once you grow a YouTube channel, man. It really is. My people have been with me since I started in 2010, 11.
I know, and it's not really just about that. It's like I just feel like
I'm like trying to do the math. If you make 1,000 a night, he did say that, right? A night, because that would give you 5,000 a week, which means that would get you 20,000 a month. So yeah, I mean, I guess that's good money. Never mind. I was like, that's not that good.
What this is now, and I've always been on that, and it just feels like a fucking huge blow, and it hurts really bad. And 4 a.m., you know that's a rough time slot, Tina. It is. I made it work before, but my God.
You know, I'm not gonna lie to you. This is where you can shine at because a lot of people don't like 4 o'clock. A real content creator don't give a fuck. Keem used to punish us and make us go at 2, 4 different times, and every time we still kept the same numbers. Your people are gonna go with you, sweet tea. If they are true supporters, no matter where the fuck you go, they are gonna follow you.
And I honestly thought that we were building something here that was going to last. I was under no impression that anything was going wrong or astray.
I absolutely agree. So the fact that Scooter has known about this, what he said a week, that's frustrating. And I can see how that hurts you because it hurts me.
What
an adult thing for her to say. That is like the most mature thing I've ever heard Amberlynn say in the entirety of me knowing who she is.
But he mentioned, fuck, we might have all even been in this meeting because it was like way early on, like really early on.
We weren't.
No.
I won't break NDA. I won't break NDA, but
I was there.
What? I don't know if you were there. I don't know if you were there, but I remember a call with Keem.
That's not Keemstar.
Why?
What the fuck?
Sorry. I just want to say, can I say something real quick?
Who is this?
This is
Goten.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's on power.
Sorry, I just want to say, Sweetie, you can build Alpha up. I trust in you. I believe in you. You can do this. Yeah,
I know I can. It just hurts because this has been my home. Bus was always my home.
This little green bean again. Little green bean. I don't even think that boy's old enough to drink. So we need to mosey right along.
How would you handle that one?
I guess I just treat him like a coworker.
Dude, I swear to God, like I'm being gaslit into this point of thinking that.
Oh my God!
Like, that's where we're at right now. This is crazy. I did say I'm sorry. I hate the fucking decision, but I didn't have a voice in that decision. I wish I had that kind of power.
That's why you were the only guy.
They're so desperately trying to poke and push him into being like, yeah, I didn't want you here. And like, I don't think he's getting it. Or he does feel that way and they know he feels that way and they're just trying to get him to admit it. I don't know. There's a few different angles here.
He called to talk to you about this.
Listen, Keemstar
He called me 2 hours before he talked to you guys. 2 hours before.
You said a week ago.
I said longer than a week ago.
He got drunk.
You had that conversation
about a week ago.
And the hours before. So whatever you told him then, he agreed with and then finally told us.
But Sweet Tea, here's what you're not getting is it doesn't boil down to you doing something wrong on the show. That's not what any of this ever boiled down to. It's not that you weren't giving enough pushback. It boiled down to he didn't feel like you were the right fit for the show. That's what it boiled down to.
Sweet Tea, listen. Not everybody's your friend, even your co-host.
Oh God, yeah.
Okay, well, listen, me and Gigi had a fall now because she wanted to get to the top and she didn't want to do the work. She admitted it herself. So you're gonna get days like that. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm leaving. I wish you luck on Alpha. I don't think Scooter knows his ass from a hole in the ground. We can't blame him for everything because Keemstar.
I don't think Scooter knows his ass from a hole in the ground. She's a legend. She's an icon. And she is the moment. Bitch. Ah! Oh, Tina! I don't think Scooter knows his ass from a hole in the ground.
I don't give a fuck what none of us say. He's gonna do what he wants to do. It's his universe. But I also think you should cuss him out because you stuck up for him when he walked away and got drunk the other day. Bye, Scooter.
Dude, yeah, thank you, Tina. I appreciate you.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm extremely upset with you, Scooter, but I don't want to fucking start anything with you. I don't want to fucking leave on bad terms.
It is what it is. No, look, let me say my part because I genuinely do care about you, Sweet Tea, but like, bro, you pull up shit from months ago and that's been a consistent thing on this show before any of this happened, and you're looking for
everything has to be about months ago. God.
Somebody to blame, and you're trying to blame me, and I'm sorry, you can blame me. I will take that. I'm used to taking the shit. That's why I'm in this universe, is to take shit. But like, you're looking for somebody to blame in this situation.
I seen where you said that I agree with Keem after our fucking phone call in the goddamn DMs.
Is that bad to be? Do you want me to lie to you? Do you want me to?
Me fucking am for sure as fuck trying to protect your ass from getting fired.
Yeah, whenever State's asking, is he really the best choice for being a showrunner? I think he should be not having to worry about that kind of stuff. He goes,
We
oh
both
yeah,
said
that
you
kind
were
of
our
makes sense.
first pick. What the
Look.
fuck more do you want from us than first fucking pick?
Again, we're talking about two separate conversations from that live, and we are
Oh my
we're
god,
talking in
dude, you
circles
are
here.
fucking
What am I?
a broken record with that one.
So.
Well, you're asking me. You're saying, "Oh, I bring this up all the time." I only started
You guys, your compression is all messed up. You need to use a noise gate.
bringing up your past mistakes whenever you fucking left
Bro,
us.
dude,
Again,
if I had beef with you, I swear to God, I would go find the clips of all the times you talked shit to me before any of that even happened on this show. I would.
Haley, I did defend her in private when Keem
Oh
said it.
my
I didn't say I
God,
agreed or
Amber,
anything.
shut
I didn't
up.
agree.
Amber tried as hard as she could. I know that.
So don't
Look.
fucking start coming to me with that bullshit.
Don't wave the lip gloss at me. Take your little 24-hour matte lip stain and.
All right, you know what, guys? You got me. You busted me. I'm the one that made the decision. I called Keemstar and I said, look, we need to fire Sweet Tea from Bus. I am, in fact, no, ladies and gentlemen, I am, in fact, the new Keemstar. I make the decision. So next time you're pissed off about a choice on a show, this is who you should blame.
God, Scooter, you didn't really ruin it because she was glazing Amberlynn pretty hard.
You're so dumb. Yeah.
This shit's fucking wild to me. I'm sorry, it is. I wish I had as much fucking influence as you guys think I do. But it is what it is. Look, I've enjoyed doing the show with the three of us. I'm sorry.
Was it one of you guys in my comments that said Keem's like grooming him to take over?
I had to end on a bad note. I genuinely hope we can reach a point where we're friends again, but like, you know, I don't
After
know.
all this, I still consider you my friend. It just fucking hurts.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I hurt you or whatever I did. I apologize.
She been real rosy-faced for the last few episodes. I'm concerned. Cause she thinks she don't have high blood pressure because she been Pinky McPink on the last like 3 episodes.
Thank you.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
I'm crying.
So, how do you feel?
Amber Scooter fired Sweet Tea.
At Just a Sweet Bean super chatted $20. Can we get a goal for Sweet Tea to stay on Buzz? Ask Keem what will it take? Why has no one asked for this already?
Look,
He won't.
and that's the thing. It's not that she did something wrong on the show. The viewership's been amazing. We have 3,000 viewers tonight. We literally get the same viewership as live. A lot of nights we're competing with live monetarily. You know, I don't even like talking about that shit, but that's the truth. It's not that
But
she.
Isn't it true, Scooter, that out of 3 people, there's going to be someone that's a little bit weaker than everybody else? Like, everybody can't be the fucking same star. Like, there has to be one that's really good, one that's a little bit good, and then one that's a little bit less good. But that's just how it works in a 3-group dynamic.
Absolutely. And again, it doesn't boil down, but that's the thing, it doesn't boil down to you doing a bad job.
I don't think that's as impactful as a statement as you need, bestie. Because I think it's also on the same flip side of that coin. On that, you know what I mean. That it is also possible that like you can cover for each other's weaknesses. Like that's what you need. Is there needed to be like a reason for there to be 3 of you? And the thing is they talk about this in Drag Race where they go, I don't think that this queen is like doing anything new. Like I feel like I could put my like thumb over her head as I'm like looking at the screen and it could be 17 different drag queens that I know of. Like it's very that. And it's very like I could cover up Miss Girly, like I could do this and y'all wouldn't know the difference. Y'all would be like, oh, okay, cool. Like, and I think that's like there's just not enough of a reason. Like we don't like it. We don't want someone who's gonna like play dumb and just like blow smoke up Amber's butt the whole stream and then ask like the funny, like where she was being funny was when she would say something that was like low-key really ignorant or like something that was like high-key a read at Amber, but she would say it like it wasn't, and it would go over Amber's head, or Amber would be like, Sweet Tea! That was like it, but that was like once a stream. And like, Diva, we needed that every time. Because sometimes we were like right about to like pin her down with a question, and then you would roll in with like an obtuse question that basically just functioned as like a quick exit getaway for her to like come fleeing out of like having to answer a question about herself.
It doesn't. Like, I'm sorry, and the old Buzz fans will agree with me, I feel like, on this. You know what, fuck it, L's if I'm wrong, but the Sweet Tea that from the old Buzz, do people miss that? You know how often you're like, I miss that Buzz, I miss that fun. They miss the real, genuine, the true Sweet Tea.
The reality is, I'm about to say it. People say that they miss the fun Buzz, but we never reach the goals to do it.
Yeah.
When we do it, we get called boring. They just want drama. And then when we do the drama, they're like, oh, we miss old Bus. Like, the truth of the reality is, we get the most views with the drama, the yelling, all that type of stuff.
The yelling. It irritates me that she has been on this show for 28 days, 27 days, 3 weeks. And nope, that's not 3. We're going on 4 weeks. Me thinking a week is 9 days. And she thinks she knows. She thinks she's cracked the code.
And people say I ruined Bus. I don't like that. Like, that makes me feel horrific. I feel like I made it better, but in a different way. No offense. There's more views now. There's more money now. It's the second show. I want Sweet Tea to be here. This is not my choice. I think she's perfect because I feel like there needs to be someone who's like against me, which is Scooter.
Yeah.
And then someone who's for me, which is Sweet Tea. Having two people bullying me the whole time is gonna suck. But that's what Kim wants, apparently.
I guess so. You know, that's
it's like you guys can't have your cake and eat it too. Like, the show can't be like
Diva, you've made a career off that, so I don't know what to tell you there.
All three of us tried very hard to lean into what everyone wanted, which is the drama and the fun. That's why we did the Shrek. That's why we did the pies. That's why we get up and dance. That's why we look silly. That's why, we tried to do both. But it's like, it felt like we were never making people happy. So now we just have to, now Keem is saying we just have to do what we what he feels like is going to be right for the show. And it's just,
I'm hoping
trust me, I like to sit here and say that I have a say in all these things, but if I really truly did, Sweet Tea would not be leaving. And that's the truth.
I really appreciate how much you tried to defend me and keep me on here. It really did mean a lot to me, Amberlynn.
Of course.
But I hope that if you guys see that nobody else is working out as good as I was, that you would bring me back.
100%.
100%. If I get any voice in that position, I would. But, Keem wants on the show what he wants on the show. The show changed whenever Amberlynn came on. I disagree that you ruined the show, but the show changed. Just like Live changed whenever Steak and Albert went up there. Just like any show changes. Queens changed whenever Gigi went back on there. Rewind changed when Zay went on there. Shows change. This is a living, breathing universe. Shit changes. There's shows that don't even exist anymore that at one point were the biggest shows in the network. That's just the reality. It sucks, but that's the reality.
It is the thing is that I think maybe something that I bring to the table here that I think is valuable is the fact that because I look at this and I think about it like in terms of like if it was Target. And so I think about it like a business and then therefore it has like a subsequent business model, right? And I think I've talked about this, by which I mean whatever. I just say that about everything. But Target is going to change the way that it does something at minimum once a year. Because if you don't constantly change, you're not like looking to innovate. And I mean, granted, the reason it irritates the hell out of me with Target is because at Target, it's usually like, you have to be doing it incorrectly and maybe hopefully don't get in trouble for it. This used to piss me off because I used to be like, that's not efficient. I'm not doing that like that. I'm doing X process like this because it's faster and I'm saving time. But then I would have to like fight with like my immediate supervisor and the store manager about it and like be able to like prove it beyond a shadow of a doubt and then be able to bring it up in a context where like it was deemed okay and like hopefully in front of the district manager to sway their opinion to get them to then like the amount of times that I used to be cooking on something that then would roll down the line from corporate like a few months later. And I would be like, oh, so the thing that I said we should have done it, the way I said we should have done this from the start because it's 10 times easier. And everyone threw a shit fit that I wasn't following policy, like best practice. And here we are. Like that shit used to send me into orbit. And like, if you think about it in terms of the LCU, the business model is the configuration of the hosts because the store itself is really just the show schedule. Like,
that's life.
It's funny too because a lot of people thought that Zay wasn't doing a good job for a long time. She is now. She has been for a long time. But like when she first started, a lot of people
Scooter fired Sweet Tea.
At Butterfly 851 D1J Super Chatted $19.99. You say you don't abuse your animals, but all you do is scare and yell with your
Sorry. That has to be the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. I'm sitting here doing my job for 2 hours a day. The rest of the day, it's so quiet in my apartment. Literally, Shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
Sit
no.
down and
Yeah,
spin.
don't worry
Like,
about it.
genuinely, shove a fucking cucumber up your fucking ass, you dumb fuck.
Dude, Milky said that shit when she said, like, she's yelling with her animal in the apartment.
Thank God I finished my cucumber a minute ago.
It's like, bro, like, yo, if that's animal abuse, oh God, like, I'm fucked because I'm a very loud motherfucker. I get up and I run around and I yell and I scream and I do all this shit. I'm so sorry, Alvin. Please don't be traumatized. I love you. God damn, just a sweet bean. Welcome to Cash Cow.
I don't think it would make a difference if I did try out for bus. Keem's got his mind made up.
Like, my dog right now, I don't know if you'll be able to, I don't know if you know, literally sleeping with the sweetest little face. My animals are not afraid of me, fuckers. Fuck you.
I mean, yeah, you've never shown me anything to make me think otherwise.
Like, these people, this is what this bus is going to be turning into, though. Yay!
Can I go rinse my hair real fast so I can have it pink?
Yeah,
It shouldn't take less
Yes,
more than
Yeah,
3
go ahead,
minutes.
Go ahead.
Okay.
I'm not drooling, no. Fuck.
Why the fuck would you be drooling? Think about a cucumber, a butterfly's ass? Would you eat? Okay, if they're gonna say Amberlynn's sexually abusing Scooter again. Okay, if you had a girlfriend and she put a cucumber up her
Diva, if I have to catch these strays, you're catching these strays.
butt and then said eat it, would you?
I mean, up the butt, I don't know, dude. Like,
Up the vajinky?
maybe. Like, I don't know, though. Like, I mean, look, dude, I'm willing to get freaky. I am. I'll get freaky. Like, dude, other than, like, scat play and, like, pee play, I'm down for just about anything.
I mean, I'm kind of down. I kind of like that. Good for you. Okay.
Yeah,
You guys hear that? The girls in
yeah.
the DMs? Look at that.
Dude, I said this shit on Friday. Dude, you are like the best thing that ever happened to my life, and I'm not talking about bus. I'm not talking about like anything with that. I'm talking about the girls in my DMs. Goddamn, fucking changed my life.
Do you have you talked to any on the phone, or has it all just been like?
I have.
Are you for real?
Yeah, dude. Some of
Are you
them.
falling in love?
Okay, no, let's not go that far. Like, dude, it's like most of these women, like, they live pretty far away from me, right? So like, there's like logistics.
Story of my life, girly. You need to start brushing these teeth before you come on, because you be looking like you didn't brush and that you had a can of Mountain Dew. And I'm gonna say it out of a place of love, and because I have the exact same stress about my own teeth.
Concerns, but there's some really cool ones I've talked to. Who knows what's gonna happen?
Would you do long distance?
Yeah, I'd do long distance. I mean, like, as long as there's a long-term game.
Bro, in a heartbeat. Where's John Paul Shepard? He used to be in my comments once in a while.
They're like, if they're like,
so you have like a roster.
Okay, I don't like that phrasing.
They always do, girlies. They always do.
Phrasing. There are a few. Yeah, there are a couple.
Do you have like a favorite, like a few favorites?
Yeah, but I'm not saying their names. I ain't saying their names. Hey.
This is great. We need to have a date. Once everything is like settled over here, we need to have a dating show for you if you're not already fucking in love with someone by then.
God.
Imagine like a real true like dating, like speed dating, like.
Well, see, that's part of the thing that I'm scared about. It's like they're all coming at like after you came. It's like, dude, they just hear from my clout. Like they're just trying to get closer to Amberlynn Reid. But you know what?
100%.
Hey,
they are probably just trying to get.
I hate it here.
To me, actually.
Look, I'm down to be used and abused. I am 100% down.
You guys heard it right here. Used and abused. Okay, well.
So, like, yeah, if you guys are interested in trying out, literally anybody can try out. You just need to cash out of the Discord. I see some people, like some of the crazies, be like, oh my god, it costs $500 to get into their Discord. No, it costs $10 to get into the Discord. So, if you're interested in trying out, grab a cash cow and hop in waiting tomorrow. I don't, like, what would you like to see for the co-host? Like, who would you like to see? Like, what kind of person?
I want someone.
Wait, should I spend $10 and do it just for the fun? Wait, that's today. Damn it! Damn it! That's a little too short notice for me. It's a boy that I think I'm trying to go get some dinner with. So I don't think I could spend $10 and be like. Plus, they would be like, he's re-streaming MLS.
That is similar to you. Someone who can tell me like it is, argue with me a bit, but also at the same time, like, we don't actually truly hate each other, but there is arguing, there is pushback there, because that is entertainment, and I'm willing to answer to anybody. I'm fucking not scared. Like, people think I'm scared, I'm gonna quit. Bro, I would have already quit, trust me.
Girly, girl, put Snowflake up there then.
So someone very similar to that.
Okay.
What about you? What are you looking for?
Oh boy. See, no, people are gonna be like, oh, he's an asshole. But like, no, I'll be honest. I really liked when we had Milky up here because it was just like and look, I don't think she would be the right fix. I feel like she didn't have the strongest arguments. But, like, I want to see somebody that actually knows the history and stuff like that. And like you said, though, I don't want to be like when you mentioned Rox, I'm like, dude, that could never work because like she literally just screamed the entire time. She wouldn't let anybody else talk. She's up here, let me scream. Server mute. She's still screaming.
I mean,
like, I'm sorry. At that point, it's like, dude, I'm gonna need some strong fucking narcotics if I'm working with that. It's the truth.
Listen, if she would like tone it down a little and like actually let me speak, then you never know. Like, if she wants to try it out, we could try it out. I'm not afraid. Just saying.
Oh Jesus, dude. I don't know, man. Stop saying I'm desperate, guys. You don't. They're very.
Roxy, I'm about to. Does Roxy have Instagram? I'm about to DM her. Hang on.
Good-looking ladies in my DMs. Don't call me desperate. Damn it.
But I mean, my whole thing is like, what I'm afraid of is like this whole show turning into like let's hate on Amberlynn. We need to have like a balance. We also need to hate on Scooter. We also need to hate on the new hosts. Like, but having someone who like knows my lore probably would be a good idea because it's like, I don't know. I feel like people would enjoy watching it, you know? So that's why, I think it'd be interesting for sure. So if you guys want to try out, you have to be a cash cow though. So to get into the Discord and do it. So yeah.
Look, one thing Keem is absolutely right about is tryouts are gonna be fucking crazy good content. Like I'm looking forward to that.
Watching no one try out though, not a single soul. But what the fuck? We'd be like,
if only that were true. Like, but I have a feeling, dude. I have a feeling there are gonna be some really bad ones. Like some really bad ones. I don't know. We'll see. I've seen like some of the bigger hate chatters, if you want to call them that, like being like, I'm gonna try out. She better watch it. I'm trying now. All right, let's see it. You need a camera. You need a microphone. If you're not camming up, though, you can't come talk your shit. That's just how it works.
Oh yeah, you have to cam up. So
if you
want, no FFP. French Fried Girl would not be able to do it because she's too scared to show her fucking face. So
I doubt there's any that would do it, but like, would you see it? Like, would you do it with a reaction channel? Like, if there was a reaction channel, they're like, okay, I'll come to the LCU and do this job. Would you be open to that? Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Like I'm not. People think I'm like afraid. I would be afraid if I was sitting here lying through my teeth constantly.
Yeah.
I only know my truth and I only speak my truth. And I know people hate it because they want to hear a certain narrative. So it's so easy for me to be a confident, fat motherfucking bitch with all my stories because I'm telling the truth. I'm telling it like it is. If I was going to sit here and lie, would I have really been honest? Like, yeah, I was mentally and probably emotionally abusive to Beck. No, I probably would have stuck with the financial abuse. That sounds a little bit better than being emotionally and mentally abusive. But like,
girl, what? Listen. The emotional abuse, there's no paper trail in that. That's all hearsay. The financial abuse, girly, there's bank statements. Diva, think harder.
In my opinion. Because I don't know, I feel like that can fuck with someone like mental and emotional stuff. And I like regret that so hard. And it's like admitting to, Beck had to wipe me for like 9 months. Like, who wants to fucking admit to that bullshit? So, yeah, that's why I'm not.
We already knew though. So it's not even you having to admit to it. We already knew.
Scared. Like, just fucking bring it. Like, I really don't care.
I mean, fair enough. Like, I'll say, like, whenever Tina came up here talking.
The issue also wasn't the wiping. It has never been the act of the wiping. It has been all of the circumstances, like, around that. Not the hysterectomy or the cancer. But it's just the fact that, like, you made them do it instead of, like, making sure your muscles were, like, physical therapy.
You guys let that shit, like, you were good. And, like, I'll be honest, like, week 1.
Like, imagine if she had. I bet you that's like a vaguely normal thing for procedures like that. I bet you they have physical therapy for shit like that.
I would have been like, oh god, is she okay? Do I need to, like, is she good? But no, like, dude, you're on your own. You're growing. Yeah. So many people don't want to admit that it can happen, but you're growing. And you're getting some fucking thick skin, too, because you deal with some crazy shit.
Yeah, I do have a lot of thick skin. And I know, like, I used to, like, okay, I don't quit as much as I used to. In the first week, I was quitting, like, every few hours. I was like, fuck, I can't do this. Like, when I went on to Rewind, I think it was after my second show, and I just, like, bawled my eyes out, like, the whole time I was on there because, like, Zay was just pushing. Like, if I did that now, there wouldn't be a single tear. Like, it would be nothing but just, like, confidence. This, honestly, being on the LCU makes you a more confident, strong person. 100%. Like, truly.
That just says to me that, like, because I think there's, like, an overarching issue here, and that's that the LCU is kind of facilitating her to, like, be a little bit revisionist with some narratives, in my own opinion. And that's, like, my main concern. And honestly, part of it is the formatting of the show. Like, TTS really will derail half of a like, TTS will really hit at the worst possible second when, like, you're mid-grill on Amber, and now everyone has to stop, and then she knows, I think she's smart enough that she knows if she just digs in on a super chat immediately, that, like, it's gone. That conversation's over. Because then it, like, opens up just a big enough bubble of space that she can, like, scream at someone in the chat, and then turn around and go, why do you care so much? Why are you so obsessed with me? Why are you bringing up something from 10 years ago? Like, it... And then you're just back to square one. Square run. You're back to square one. You know what I mean? And so that's like, when she says comments like those, it says to me that she knows that there is narratives that, like, she is convinced the LCU hosts of already, that is, like, because whatever the hell she did. Does that make sense?
I love being here. Like, I'm grateful to be here, even if Keem is using me for my clout. I love it. Personally, it's fun.
Nah, fair enough. Dude, I can't believe she's actually dyeing her hair pink. That's insane. I didn't think, like,
I'm so proud of her.
I'm proud of her. I feel bad. I really do.
Yeah.
It's literally gonna wash out in, like, 2 months. It's like not that deep.
I'm gonna miss her being on here, like truly.
Yeah, dude, I'm scared. You know they're trying to make me shave my head on Cash.
I heard about that actually. So how about wait like a month after your hair is pink because you cannot
No,
fucking
I
scam.
agree.
You're done scamming on the Lolcow bus, bro.
As soon as I mentioned like, oh yeah, I'm dyeing my hair pink, he's like, oh, we should shave your head. Like, dude, Ken, I'm sorry, you know what? You may have had issues with Denmark, dude. Ken's the one you gotta watch out for. He's crazy.
Well, I'm watching. Like I said, I watched.
He's crazy, you say? What kind of crazy? Hi. Hi. Hi.
Lolcow Cash, like it's my job, like it's part of my job because I want to hear all your little bullshit.
Yeah, I know you come in here like, oh, I know who the people are coming. I do not know a single person coming to try out tomorrow for this show. For Cash, I
don't know the way that was worded. I mean, I was listening times 3 speed, so I might have heard.
Yeah, you need to slow it down a little bit. Your listening comprehension's not all there.
Amber Scooter fired sweet tea.
At Butterfly 851 D1J Super Chatted $19.99. I will be up 3 in a seconds. Can you deserve to be in with what you have done?
What? Dude, did I just have a stroke? What?
You speak how you type? We don't want you. We do not want you. What the fuck was that?
Bro, I feel like I just had a stroke. God damn. I'm dyeing my hair on Wednesday. Make it easy.
Oh, you're gonna do it on Wednesday, like during the show or like before?
Yeah, I feel like I should do it before the show, to be honest. I'm not opposed to doing it on the show, but I feel like it'd just be a distraction I don't really want to deal with whenever we're trying to do tryouts or whatever we're doing on Wednesday.
Yeah. So have you ever done tryouts before?
Yeah,
like hosted them?
I did tryouts on Nuts at one point when Albert was, we talked about that. Whenever Albert took his leave during Nuts, I did tryouts, and honestly, some people said they weren't too. We had some funny ass moments during those tryouts. Like
right.
there was I don't know who Skeeter is. Like we were all rocking along with him.
Yes. Yes.
It was fun. I enjoyed the tryouts. Like I'm not looking forward to doing tryouts on 2 shows during the same week. I feel like I'm gonna have a headache by the end of this week. But yeah, thank you for the 10 cocaine culture.
Thank you. I'm nervous because like I've watched tryouts and it can get awkward. Like as a viewer, I'm like, this is awkward as fuck because this person sucks so bad.
And that's the thing. And fortunately, I've established myself to be a little bit of a dick when it comes to kicking people out of the call. You got to move people along sometimes. Sometimes you can just tell.
Sweet tea.
Yeah.
At Hopeful for New Change 888 Super Chatted $20 ALR. As the abuser, your opinion does not matter, nor does anyone want to hear you play victim yet again. I look forward to hearing your delusions to explain your very poor choices when it comes to your pets and relationships.
So if no one wanted to hear my opinion, we wouldn't have 3,000 viewers almost every time we're here, and not even live gets that. I mean, yeah, close, like maybe 2,900. But listen, people want to hear me, people want to watch me. Just fucking admit it, and you're one of them too. So
I don't know if it dyed very good because I did it wrong, but it's
wait,
still
I
pink.
like that color.
Cool. It does look like you're going back to
I like that.
Not sweet. Oh, sweetie. Brad Mondo is gonna. Oh my god. Oh, honey. Girl.
Looks really cool.
I know, that's what I was thinking when I was up there looking at it. I was like, oh fuck, it looks more like ginger, but maybe once it dries a little bit more, it'll look more pink. I hope. Because
I can't wait to see it dry.
I couldn't understand the instructions, so I just mixed everything together when I was really supposed to put the bleach in that bottle, put it on first, and then put the pink dye on. And I mixed them all 3 together. So, I fucked myself.
Guys, spam some W's
for
for Sweet Tea for doing this. Like,
yes.
I didn't expect this with her leaving the show, so I mean, honestly, massive W. We're gonna miss you.
Sure I got it.
Okay. All right. Listen, guys. There's 10 minutes left. First of all, based on the titles of Mrs. Krabs and Mr. Fax, Mrs. Fax, Mix Fax, gender neutral. First of all, it feels like a lot of clickbait coming out of the LCU today. Today is Tuesday, January 27th. We are reacting to Monday, January 26th episode. All right, we're gonna cut that short here. Divas, Diva Bobivas. All right. Wait, let me get my son. Hello. Want to come say hi? Oh, honey, what was that meow about? What was that meow for? I don't even think it picked up. You want to tell him how you snuggled with me this morning? No? Are you being shy? Why will you not look forward? What is this drama? Do you know you're the sweetest boy in the world, honey? Look at those cheekies! Look at them! Hi, cheeky boy! What are you... Look at those little... looking at? Or are you okay? Are you all done? All right. Okay. Okay, bye. All right. That's what I have for you guys today. I will see you. Wait, didn't she show her? Wait, where was the? Hold on. Oh, okay. 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 All right. I have seen the tatas. I don't even. First of all, I had to watch several times because I was like, oh, there's no nippies. There was no nippies. I was confused, and then I was like, am I tripping? Listen, I don't know, but listen, you go ahead, sweet tea. Listen, live your truth, sweet tea. Turn up out there. Okay. That's what I have for y'all today. I will see you guys tomorrow. Cool, thanks. Love you, bye.